and probably what I identified is just more about getting our strategy down a bit clearer. And also, for me, it was really, I looked at that as going, well, I need to do a bit more work to get that set up right, to be able to do a good handover for the next person. And there is some guys coming through now that are the fortunate thing we've got at our club is we've got a lot of really good people doing some good things. So the actual presidency role is not simple, but it's, you just got some really great people in roles doing some good things. So, yeah, makes it easy.
Now, the club's we spoke last year with you, Gibbon. It's the same, I suppose, as well now for Colac. You've got a league around you. From a junior perspective, you've got your 18s back, I hear.
Yep.
In terms of then the next sort of layer, what's that look like from a more junior perspective for the club?
Underneath that, Jace?
Yeah.
So our under 18s, we've got a standalone side, and they've got the bare numbers, and our 16s have had really strong numbers. But in saying that, we've got a good crop coming through our 16s. I think we had 24 in the 16s, but we've had some a couple of some season-ending injuries in that, which has been to some of our better players. But a few of those guys are qualified for the 18s. 14s is really strong, 12s are strong, and we've got two sides in the 10s back at home. So there's been a lot of work done, by a lot of people back there just to try and to get it flowing through and that, and that's just us as a club. But I'm passionate about the juniors, and there's some big broader discussions that need to happen around that, just generally.
And what are they?
Just about where I talk to a lot of different, even different leagues and different regions, and they're all feeling the pinch. We've discussed it at our June 3rd President's meeting with AFL Barn. It just, to me, everyone needs to take a step back and look at where we're heading. And whilst we've got clubs that have got multiple teams and clubs that have got no teams, I don't think it's, you talk about promotion relegation at senior level, you're only really fluffing around the edges until you get that foundation right to let it flow through. And I was only thinking this morning, like we've almost we've done that with the Suns and Armstrong Creek and all that. They go, well, let's get the juniors right, and then we can build into a senior team. Well, it's the same thing that needs to happen there. And I think there's some clubs are woken up now, probably going really, have we culturally done some things right at our club, and I think the alarm bell's gone off there, but we just need to collectively work together, and what will be there. So, yeah. But that's my...
No. Oh, we were talking to Joffrey before.
Yep.
He's had to drive to Colac this morning and then come back here, and he lives 500 metres away.
Yeah,
just because of fixturing and grading and all the other bits.
Well, the fixturing's another thing in that, and I think, I've got a view too that if you've got one team per age group, you should be, that community keeping your club together on a Saturday is huge, and if you've got multiple teams, unfortunately, again, my opinion, you should be able to just say, well, that's where we get landed wherever we get to land, sort of thing. So that's, if you really want to build sustainability in your club and keep, people together and enshrine, and we do that with the netball now, that's the way it's got to go.
Well, you could join the GD. Anyway, that's another story. They keep their teams together.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's another story.
14-14-98, Colac 3-5-23. The scoreboard here, as has been alluded to, has got South on it. And I think I'm going to say
close
South.
enough.
They're
just down the street. It's okay.
We're speaking with the president of the Colac Tigers, Matt Gibson, for Inspirations Paint Grovedale. Here's Rowan McSparron.
Just to back over that, Jace, with the juniors following their clubs, obviously with my time down at Colac, we found that that's what deterred some of the district kids coming into Colac, was that connection from juniors all the way through. And I think we were just having a chat off air before about, at least, in my opinion, at least getting the 18s and 16s at a bare minimum, because, as you said, the netball all follow each other. I think it's got to the stage now where we need to get those junior kids back involved with their club to really promote that community feel of a football netball club.
Absolutely, and it's been happening for 100 years where an under 18 will come out and help the twos out and things like that. And we've been able to do it, but we've had to ship kids from across town to get to there, and they get there at quarter time. Whereas it's making it harder than what it needs to be, to me, at junior footy.
Well, we've seen it today. Veerley coached down at Amos in the under-18s, and then he ran out here with a big mop of hair, and as you said, he gets here at quarter time.
But 72-year-olds shouldn't have to be playing in the reserves.
He's still quite an intimidating man as he runs. I've heard the lip got quieter and quieter as he was getting closer and closer. In saying that, the administration side, we were talking to Piggy earlier about how much football clubs now aren't just run by ex-football people that jump in and just do a bit. They're small businesses that need really good management. And in my time at Colac, I don't think I've seen the leadership qualities and the want to get better. I don't think I've seen a person do it better than yourself, mate, and it's a real credit to you. I know you got a really successful business down there, but the way you've been able to integrate business and football and make it work together, it's been a real credit to you. And the structure of the Colac Football Club's got a lot of your fingerprints on it, and I reckon it's in really good stead. So going forward, is that something that you want to continue to do and have an input in, or is it time, Nelly, to hand the reins over to someone else and start taking that step back?
Oh, there's definitely the timing's right for someone to grab hold of it and put their spin on it. I've just it's been my time, and I'll still always be around the club doing whatever. I've got girls playing netball and a couple of boys playing footy, so that's I've got an interest in seeing the club do well and really just be competitive and maintain that. So yeah, but there's definitely an opportunity for someone to come in and a fresh voice to run the club. But I think the principles there of it is a small business, and most clubs would look at that there, and you just need good people around it, and you need some real guiding principles to say, well, that's how we go about it, and everyone just needs to sort of conform to that and give this their own bit of flair at the same time. So
yeah, please take this with the tongue-in-cheek that I'm going to provide.
Always do, Kingy.
Good, good. Now, you're in the Colac Herald, quoted. Now, I love the fact that one of your senior players is a journalist at the Colac Herald, so not only was the relationship strong as it was, now, how does he go, the poor Cooper Hayes? He'll see, hear all sorts of things, and he's got to go back to the office of the Colac Herald and pretend he knows nothing.
Yeah. No, he's a good lad, Coop. He's having a crack, and smart guy, and whatever he wants to do, I think he'll achieve that. So yeah.
Now, one of the articles, I don't know whether he wrote it because I don't subscribe to the Colac Herald. I probably should.
Should, Kingy.
Yes, I should. You spoke about, obviously, just raised concern with GMHBA Stadium as a venue, and also it being on the Friday public holiday. So can we assume that if you guys make the grand final that you'll forfeit and we don't need to be there?
No, it's not that, and you probably missed.
I haven't read it, so.
Yeah, I know, and the tongue-in-cheek. The GMHBA Stadium thing, I haven't got. It just seems it's getting harder and harder to play there for whatever reason, and all the bureaucracy, if you want. And even we tried it last year. We promised that doing it on the. So there's two parts. The playing it on the public holiday, I'm not a fan of. I just think the season goes way too long. And supposedly where we're going to almost pack the stadium out, sort of thing, to me didn't really occur, and it just puts a lot more onus on the clubs. And to me, the clubs that were doing the catering and the grog last year, it just wasn't a successful day for. Or they didn't get their share cut out of it, and that's from a club level, that's your biggest day when that rolls around. That's huge for you, sort of thing. So that's probably my thing. I get that the players want to play there because it is the best surface, and I've got no doubt about that. The atmosphere sort of thing, I get a little bit, but just the whole public holiday, on the Friday is just, I'm just not a fan of, I think it's just opportunity just to, I know we've been talking about Geelong about building this sort of, precinct like a Mars Stadium type thing, for whatever it might be. I think there's opportunity for that moving forward, to be a host of, all Geelong sort of footy. Personally, Central Reserve is the ideal fixture in the ideal place in the region to host finals.
The only issue is
2 AFL games there. We've had all that.
The only issue is you've got to kick the District League off.
We can make that work.
We can make, yeah.
Listen to Captain Colac over here. Hey, have a look at him. He runs the joint. He hasn't been there for 12 months. He still runs it.
I'll let you deal with
We can work with that.
that crew down there and see how that works for you. Gibbo, appreciate you dropping by. If this is the last, well, we probably will talk to you again because we're going to see you in finals, which is fantastic. And come 5 o'clock tonight, you might be at the top of the ladder with 3 rounds to play and really in control of your destiny. Well done on the coaching appointment. It tweaked out very well.
Yeah,
they were big shoes to fill.
They were big shoes to fill. Rowe did a fantastic job, and even having...
Don't shake your head like you're being modest.
I think we've got a fair replacement, a 200-game, 2-time best and fairest, and a bloke who's as good as any local coach. So I think the replacements are more than capable.
It's worked out well. Brent Langdon's taken over Jam of footy. He's been sensational in that space too.
Yeah,
so,
been talking to him quite a bit. Enjoy the afternoon. Good luck.
On you, Kingy. Thanks.
Matt Gibson joining us there. We better take a break because we're not too far away from bounce, although actually I don't reckon we will take a break because I reckon they're going to bounce this one early because players are running around, umpires are out, and we're going to have to get ourselves into this one. Matt Gibson, great scene for Inspirations Paint Grovedale joining us. The KFC X poll has come to its conclusion, and the numbers tell us this on a Saturday afternoon that 41% Bell Park, 59% Colac.
Right.
On a very well voted on KFC poll this afternoon on the KFC X, KFC with $8 boxes with all your favourites. KFC FLG pick up only. We're before the bounce for Team Tyre Power, and the Ponds and Norland Hotels. Team Tyre Power, your one-stop shop for all tyres and wheels in Belmont, Drysdale, North Geelong and Torquay. Down Boundary Side this afternoon for Leopold Sporties is Buzz Conway. Buzz, you are in the sunshine. Is it warmer in the sun than it is in the K-Rock van right now?
It is beautiful, Kingy. Just fantastic. You're welcome to... Are there any more hand-free mics? You come down, Kingy, and just to sit on the boundary.
Call from down there.
It's no, it's beautiful. As a player, these are the days you want to be out here. There's barely any wind, sun's out, beautiful temperature. It's a ripper.
Absolutely. Have you got out on the centre wicket area? Because I know you love your cricket pitches. There's some good Merry Creek mud in there.
Yeah, no, it's very, very firm. As I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, it's rock hard in the middle of the ground.
Thank you for that. Good work, Buzz. We'll get down to you shortly for the toss of the coin, but I suspect we might start a little bit early because the two teams have been out for, Colac's been out for about 6 minutes now, warming up, and Bell Park weren't too far behind. The umpires have just come out. Umpires Diarmuid Quinlan, Daniel Wilson and Norm Douglas. The great Brian Grinter just waving to us as he walks by in front of the K-Rock van. A legend here at Hamlin Park is Mr. Grinter. Good to see you, Brian. Enjoy the afternoon. Enjoy the call. First quarter not too far away. I can't hear you, Brian. I've got headphones on. It's all very hard to be able to hear. Head-to-head for Breakwater Meadowland. Steel projects made easy. Head-to-head this afternoon?
Yes. I'm going in the midfield, obviously a smaller ground here at Bell Park, so getting it out of the middle is crucial, and he's really starting to find his feet at GFL level. He's Jet Birmingham, and this bloke is one of my favourites in my time at Colac. He does things that other people can't do, and that's Benny McCarthy. So I think head-to-head, they're both bulls on the inside. It'll be a really good matchup.
Ben McCarthy is #1 for inside 50s in the competition, top 5 for a number of stats around clearances and the like, especially centre clearances as well. It gets his hands on the footy early.
He does, he sure does. I think Colac are #1 for inside 50s, and Bell Park are #1 for pressure acts in the competition. So it's going to be a good contest to see if they can put the pressure on those inside 50s, or if Colac good footy going forward.
Talking about McCarthy's, Liam's doing some good stuff, playing at Colac, has been playing with the Giants as well.
He has. He's been doing really well. He's a beautiful kick of the football, Liam, and that big rangy left foot on those open spaces on the big grounds up there in the O&M would really suit him.
Will we see him back here at some stage, Rod, do you expect?
Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest, mate. He's obviously pretty close with Creswell. He played with him at South Cairns at the Cutters there, and they won a flag, and then he's followed him down to Corowa. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Well, it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, Colac would no doubt make that phone call every year, which you do to those quality players. So if he's enjoying the warm weather up on the Murray, the winters down here in Colac get a bit chilly.
Absolutely. Langham's come back into this lineup. At some stage as well. Bell Park to get Bridgewater back. Tommy Pearson at some stage as well, and maybe Kobe George also. So they're missing some stars, but we're seeing some elite footballers out here this afternoon. Yeah, we certainly are. You've got two of the form teams of the competition. I think Colac are 5 in a row, and Bell Park are 4 and 5. I think the one they dropped over that period was a pretty close one as well. So, you know, Joey's, I think they led Joey's by 4 goals at half time. Oh, sorry, it was 2. They lead Joey's, and then Joey's turned it on in that third quarter. I think it went down, and he was actually causing Joey's real headaches that day. So it's going to be a real arm wrestle today. It should be a really good contest, and the weather has really turned it on. So if you can't play today, well, you've got some real issues, I think. Around the grounds for Leopold Sporties, your complete family venue. Geelong in the VFL at 3/4 time. This is ideal. Lead by 27 points, 8-11-59 to 5-2-32. They'd love to put some hurt on just to pick up some percentage and give themselves an opportunity to maybe sneak with a round to play into the VFL top 10 and be part of the wildcard round. AFL clash this afternoon is at the MCG. Richmond 13, Charleston Kilda 20. That's low scoring, 10 1/4 minutes into the second quarter as we wind down towards the end of the home and away season. Down to you, Buzz.
Yeah, Jack Malikin from Colac won the toss. They're kicking to the right of your screen or your radio dial.
Thank you for that, Buzz. Leopold Sporties, your complete family venue, 135 Kensington Road in Leopold. Paul Kelly and Burnsy from the Sporties were in the K-Rock corporate suite last night.
Were they? Well, we're resting some sore heads this morning, I would suspect.
I would say,
yes.
I think PK might have been down. There was the, they had the Hoteliers Golf Day. I wonder if he was involved in that on Thursday down at Port Arlington.
Jeez, I'll tell you what, he's had a big couple of days.
Not sure whether he was at that or not. Looking forward to seeing Ollie Bridgewater back.
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. He's going to make a bit of a difference.
What's your intel from inside Hamlin Park telling us about Ollie Bridgewater?
I ran into Ollie a couple of weeks back there, and he's pretty confident, but as you know, when you're coming back from a serious injury like that, it can only take a little miss up here or there, and you could be in a bit of trouble. So hopefully he is back, because he's a hell of a player. We talk about competitive beasts with Jack Skinner. Ollie Bridgewater's got that in spades.
We're going to get an early bounce here. Just got the thumbs up from the central umpires, and we've given it back that we're happy to go a couple of minutes early to get this underway. Buzz, who wins and by how much?
I'm going to go Colac by 2 kicks. Lockie Patton starting on the bench too, Kingy.
Thank you for that. Good work, Buzz. For you, Laurie Hill, who wins this afternoon? Colac by 27 points. Rowe?
I'm going to draw.
Of course you are. Jason?
Colac by 14.
Colac by 19 points this afternoon. I think they'll be on top of the ladder come 5 o'clock, and I think St Mary's might be right behind them in second, and that's going to shuffle St Joseph's down to 4th, if you can believe that.
How tight is it at the top? That's good to see.
That top 4. So umpires Norm Douglas, Daniel Wilson and Diarmid Quinlan controlling this one this afternoon. Looking forward to it. Should be an absolute cracker. Sunny shining on High Sushi Oval, and we are good to go. Opening quarter action thanks to Harvey Norman, Corojo and Warm Ponds. Best brands, best range, best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman. We'll keep an eye on some Wombat Gully Plant Farm matchups. Is that Chase Murray and Bomber Hollard going toe-to-toe on this near side wing? It will be. Playing a little bit more up the ground this year, Uriah Hollard, not kicking as many goals as he did, especially in his time at Newtown.
Yeah, well, I think that's a great asset for Bell Park, because his skill set and his decision-making with ball in hand is as good as any small mid-forward, mid-wing. He's a good player.
I think we are right to go. We've given the thumbs up for him to get going. We're just now standing waiting for, and we are going to get underway. So first quarter, Harvey Norman, Corojo and Warren Ponds to start us off. Here's Chase.
Ollie Hicks and Zach Zybel in the ruck, and Zybel gets it down to McCarthy, who gets slung off the ball. Hayes from the wing gets a kick towards centre half forward for Colac, and pack develops pretty quickly there. Adam Garner comes in for Colac. Steve Benstead, and Ben Lloyd gets off the bottom of the pack as well, getting it down. Hicks with his left hand for Bell Park. They get it free towards the outer side centre wing. No mark by Pearce. Right next to him was McCormack. Pearce, though, second effort was good. Right foot tumbling punt towards half forward. It's a 2-on-1. Colac with the 2. Might be able to get away, and they do. Rennett's, his kick was partly smothered. It goes towards centre wing, and open centre wing position on the broadcast side. Can't pick it up, though. That was Josh Garner over the top of it. He get a push in the back. The umpire said no, and he'll come in and ball it up. A little bit lucky in the end, possibly Josh Garner as well, because he laid it over top of the footy, but we'll have a ball up right in front of the best seats in the house, thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7.
Might be an early interchange here. Lee Gall's already at the interchange gates, and we're barely a couple of minutes in. Monaghan from the ball up, picked up by Jared Walters, who's brought down to ground, and we'll get a ball up right next to the boundary line. True centre wing, best seats in the house, thanks to the all-new APCO Mount Dunedin. Umpire puts it into the air. Zybel and Hicks. No clear winner. Hicks will go again, though. Taps it forward. A chance here. Just trying to put it on the boot before he took possession was Tyler Pigeon, coming off 5 goals last week, and it's out of bounds. And yeah, don't use. Yeah, no, well, if Kirsch is not here, we're not pulling any of that Pigeon crap. He loves it. Ball back into play for Hicks and Zybel to do it again. You realise how narrow the wings are when you see the centre square drawn so close. I think that's the square they use for the reserves. Smart in game 100 got maybe high there on Hamish Lucas. Umpire said play on. Left behind there by Chase Murray. Monaghan dragged down in a tackle, and taking one high was Lloyd, and he'll take the free kick for the Dragons at the edge of the true centre square, and he'll bang it inside forward 50.
He does, with a great kick too, and on a long lead was Mahadi, who took it at left half forward for Bell Park. Turns around, plays on quickly, goes into the pocket. Diving mark Hamish Lucas, who takes it and will shoot for goal from 40 metres out. Worse than a 45-degree angle in front of the beautiful scoreboard here at High Sushi.
Billy Buchanan's very smart. He's got the long sleeve under the short sleeve this afternoon.
What about all 4 interchange players? We've been playing 2 minutes. It's amazing.
Yeah, the boys are keen to get on.
So Lucas, northern end of High Sushi this afternoon. No breeze, as Buzz said. Right foot kick. He kicks it to where he ran. In front of goal, about 15 out. Colac working hard defensively. Mahadi put on a good tackle for Bell Park. And the umpire might have to come in and... No, he's going to let it go. The ball spills free, goes towards the boundary line. And big rugby scrum there. Now the ump's going to come in, do some work in the forward pocket. Bell Park right into attack. And big thump away from Zy Bell, trying to get it out of and clear, and gets it to Monaghan, who goes towards halfback, but it's all Bell Park. Benstead, then the kick comes in. They've got players on the outside. Wareham, rode a bump, rode a tackle, then dropped the footy. The umpire said play on. Murray, he said he got a handball away. Ball comes backwards towards Merkovic, who gets the handball out for Bell Park. Hollard got his head ripped off, should get a free kick and will. At left half forward for the Parkers.
Bomber Hollard with it. No doubt his old man Jace will be watching this afternoon. If not here, he'll be somewhere up on the border. He pulls a kick into the pocket, looking for a marking target and finding one. Sarcevic has clutched it to his chest and will have a shot on a very tight angle under the scoreboard that we're told by Brett Campili is in the throes of being replaced.
Well, I'm waiting for it to be delivered this afternoon.
4 minutes called it. 4 minutes almost played on the first quarter time clock. He's going to go with the left foot banana. Oh, Jack Sarcevic does what Jack Sarcevic does best, and that kicks a Metricon goal of the day. Left foot banana from in front of the Rec Club. And he finishes off nicely to kick their first of the contest. 1 straight 6 on the K-Rock Harvey Norman Corio Warn Pond scoreboard. Colac are yet to score, and not many can do that as classily as Jack Sarcevic, Rowan McSparron.
He's a hell of a talent, Jack, but we talked about Hollard and his skill set up the ground. We've seen it firsthand there, that ability to get the ball off the line where he looked like he was going deep. He sets up a forward entry and a shot on goal.
So back to the middle. Good start from the home side. And Zybell goes up. Hicks gets it down for Bell Park. Rode by McCarthy. Fresh air shot. Handball from the middle by Monaghan. Goes towards centre half forward. Sits okay in the end. It came from Inglis. Now at the back though. Petering for Bell Park at half back. Goes with the kick towards Mahadi. Got a hold on there. No. Umpire said play on. Rennett's with a clearing kick back to whence it came. In front though. Mark taken. And that was Reed for Bell Park, who's going to take it on centre wing.
Reed sends a kick very, very wide. It's a well-weighted ball, and might have found Zach Lamb out there. He fires a handball back inboard. Long ball inside forward 50 for the Dragons. Mahadi in best position in front. He was in front first to move, Tim McGrath style. Bluey'd be happy with that down on the Colac bench. And Rennett's with the footy in the left back pocket. Out of side. Keeps the footy, a long bullseye. Belly's target, spoil Hicks off the hands of the pack. Merkovic for Bell Park. A kick that goes up the chimney, back with the flight. Chase Murray was there. Chance here to clear. Walters. That was Dustin giving a handball off to Jared Walters, but his handball missed the target and taken high, not for the first time this afternoon, is Lloyd for Bell Park, and he's got it just back edge of the centre square.
Chips it to Patton in the middle. Just fall to the centre circle, turns and wheels and go on the left. Spears the pass inside 50. No mark taken. Front and centre, Zach Lamb. He gets wrapped up straight away. And a real bear hug tackle there from Jared McCormack.
Old habits die hard. Joel Cooper's wearing 32. I've called him Dustin Walters, but that's muscle memory.
Yeah, Dustin Walters is over in the west at the minute, so that's he's doing a good job to be playing it.
Just see the number and go, it's Dustin Walters.
The ball comes back outside Bell Park's forward 50, but Lloyd takes a diving mark.
These 4 interchange have been... Lee Gorwell's been standing here for 4.5 minutes.
He's getting a suntan. Lloyd from inside the centre square goes towards the pocket. Sarcevic just pushed his defence out of the way and said, let me mark it, and he does. And he'll shoot for goal from 25 out. Better angle than the one he kicked from the boundary line in front of the Bell Park Sports Club. And a chance for the Parkers second. So he's going to come in, as we said, breeze not to speak of this afternoon. So just question, beautiful kick. He's done that a few times at training, I reckon, Sars. And Jack Sarcevic has kicked his second, Bell Park second. They are 2 straight 12. Colac yet to score. Harvey Norman K-Rock first quarter scoreboard in the experts chair. Thanks to the Sporting Globe. The Sporting Globe Geelong Eat, Drink, Sport. Here's Rowe.
I think with Merkovic and Ben Lloyd across half-back, they've had a real impact so far when Colac have tried to exit D50. I think their ability to cut balls off and then repeat inside 50, it's something probably Colac might have to look at if it keeps getting the way it keeps going the way it is at the moment.
Is that a Colac minibus parked on the other side?
Yes, it's got the under-16s in, by the looks of it. The juniors have come down, I think.
Tapped down by Zybel. Chance here to go forward. Spokes taking in a tackle by Wareham, dropped it onto the boot, took too long according to the umpire, and Ben McCarthy is going to have to give the footy back to Lockie Patton. I thought Wareham laid the tackle, but Lockie Patton was quick to say, I'll take it, thanks. Lockie Patton this afternoon, he played his 200th club game last week. This is game 189 at senior level. Goes short to Wareham. Wareham fires a handball off. Merkovic ran himself into trouble. Got it back to Wareham. Wareham just inside the centre square. Driving ball, Mahadi. This is all too easy at the moment. They are chopping them up through the middle and then just surgical precision going inside 50 row.
Yeah, at the moment it's just a little bit easier, and Merkovic's involved in the play again, so it might be something that they have to look at.
Coming off 37 last week, Zach Merkovic.
Yeah, and I think the game we called earlier in the year with Leopold, he was fantastic that day as well. His ability to mark the ball but also get involved in offensive play as a halfback is huge.
Mitch Mahadi, second season at Bell Park after coming across from St Bernard's in the VAFA, and he's snuck it in at the right-hand goalpost, and this is the ideal start for the men in green and white. 3 straight 18 in this opening quarter thanks to Harvey Norman. Coroyo and Warren Ponds, best brands, best range, best prices, guaranteed at Harvey Norman. Colac yet to score, and in the experts chair for the Sporting Globe, here's Rowan McSparron.
The ability, it looks like Colac actually winning first touch out of the midfield, but as we talked early in the pre-game, that Bell Park are the #1 pressure team in the competition, so their ability to lay that first layer of pressure has been really good so far.
So back to the middle, great start by the home side. Hicks and Zybel in the ruck contest. Zybel gets it down beautifully. McCarthy from the middle, right foot kick towards half forward. Getting across there, Lloyd again. Can't take the mark, needs some help. Sort of got some from Matt Jones. He got wrapped up straight away. Benstead over the top as well. Ball spills free. McDonald on hands and knees for Colac. Quick kick out of the pack by Garner. And I think he's kicked out into the car park. He has. Out of bounce on the full. And the Parkers will take the free kick, last line of defence.
Right back, left back pocket, I should say. That might be Jones going across the face of his defensive goal to Wareham, who's been busy early, and he's driving a kick towards half back. It's a well-weighted ball. And the mark taken at right half back. Long ball towards the outer wing to a one-on-one. Good spoil came from Aaron Walters, and it'll roll out of bounds. True centre wing out of side, and we'll get a boundary throw in. 10.25 minutes into this opening term on the Bowen Foods time clock. Bowen Foods sells the freshest fish direct to you, Donga Road in North Geelong. Try their freshly shucked oysters. They're something to behold. Hicks and Zybel. Hicks with a little backhand down. No chance there for Fraser Maris to clear, and Patton at the bottom of that pack will be wrapped up, and we'll do it all again with the ball up at true centre wing. 18 plays zip. Bell Park have jumped the Tigers early.
Hicks takes Zybel out of the ruck, tries to tap it on. He can't do so, though, effectively. They get out, and now Cooper goes with a kick inside 50. Benstead, as he does all his career, just wheels back, takes the mark, gives it laterally to Lloyd, who plays on across halfback, gives the handball away, and goes to Fred Lucas. He goes towards centre wing with the kick. Sarcevic a long way up from goal, can't keep the ball in, and we will have a boundary throw in right in the interchange area for Bell Park. On centre wing, it's 3 straight 18. The Parkers, they lead Colac yet to score, and we played 11.5 in this first term on the Bowen Foods time clock.
What numbers are you keeping this afternoon for Kerrs High?
Inside 50 so far, which Bell Park are up 7-2, and clearances, which are fairly even at this stage.
Shallow throw in, landed at the feet of Zybel and Hicks, and Ben McCarthy was first on the loose footy. He was beset upon, and we'll do it all again. So true centre wing, broadcast side here at High Sushi Oval. Tapped down by Hicks, almost did his own roving. Ben McCarthy with a little handball at close quarters to Spokes. Spokes gave it to Jared Walters, jammed it on the boot for Colac towards half forward, but it's taken nicely by Benstead, who got away from Josh Garner. He's kicked just over the head of Kane Smart in game 100, and they've got numbers on the out here. Chance to run. There's going to be a free kick down the field after Maris was disposed of. Wilson Mack's going to take the free kick at the interchange gates. Pulls it into the pocket. Sarcevic again! Hamlin hanger. Worked Melican under the footy and took a wonderful mark. He's doing the double at the moment. He's Jack Sarcevic. That is an impressive grab. Hamlet Holmes, distinctively local. Josh Conway, boundary side. Just keep an eye on Aaron Walters, who's just having a chat with the trainer for the moment. It's Jack Sarcevic. Tight angle for a left footer, but he's a man of immense skill. He sends it on its way. It's not a bad effort. It's a wonderful effort. Zybell on the line, couldn't get a hand on it. Jack Sarcevic is owning this contest. 3 straight 18 for Jack Sarcevic. And 4 straight 24 for Bell Park on the Harvey Norman, Corio and Warn Pond scoreboard. The Dragons have got to a flyer, and the Tigers, for the moment, Ro, are stunned.
They are, yeah. Every time Bell Park go inside 450, they're just looking like they're going to score. It's just so open down there. Whether Colac try and roll one back and just clog it up for the time being. We see down the other end that Benshead plays that anchor role so well, and he's had 2-3 impacts on their forward 50s so far. So Colac want to get a wriggle on.
Back to the middle. Zybell goes up, gets it down. Rove by Zara's brother Jared. Goes with a right foot kick inside 50. Tapped away. Lloyd at the front. We got one high from Garner. The umpire said play on, held to him. And we'll have a ball up inside 50 for the Tigers.
A couple of painkillers too for Aaron Walters down here, Jace, and Kingy and Rowe, but looks okay.
St John Guide injury update there. Thanks, Buzz, for Aaron Walters. Ball still in dispute inside Colac's forward 50. We're going to have another ball up. Josh McDonald put a good tackle on. And a reset here for Colac's really first attempt at goal.
Zybell won the tap down. First onto it is Maris, tackled by McDonald. Ball spills out. Handball out the side of the pack towards the boundary line. Is tackled by Wareham, and then Wareham is bundled over by Lee Gorwell. And we'll get a boundary throw in right forward pocket. This wonderful picket fence that now encircles High Sushi Oval, and the ground in good condition as well. Not seeing the traffic that it once did with the background now floodlit. Grabbed out of the ruck, and a chance to clear here for the Dragons by Eli Pearce, and his high floating ball is going to flirt with the crowd. And I reckon it might have, by those oohs in the crowd, Buzz, somebody might have been falconed by the Sharon. Hope everybody's okay.
Nearly took out a couple of dogs and some children, but everyone's okay.
Thank you for that, Buzz. Chance now for McCormack. Sending it long inside forward 50. Spoil came from Pearce off the hands of the packs, taken by Chase Murray. But he's going nowhere, held up, and we'll get a ball up. Just inside 50, right forward pocket. Tigers in attack, but trailing by 24.
Pearce got it down in the ruck contest. Walters over the top of it. He can't pick it up for Colac. Big pack there. Umpire just lets it go. Spokes tried to get it out as well. He does now. Zybell gives the handball away. Quick little handball back to Zybell. He kicked it from mid-air, out of bounds.
Buzz, is there anything in that breeze that's impacting the northern end of the ground?
It certainly doesn't feel like a Kingy from ground level. It may be different right out in the middle, but down here there's barely any.
She's a little bit downhill, isn't she, Ro?
It is a bit, but if you look at the trees, there's not a breath of wind out there. It's as good a day as you're going to get for footy.
Pearce got it down. Birmingham gets it away to Zach Lamb for Bell Park. Now they go with a great smother. Cooper Hayes came across and basically in fact it was
Billy Buchanan.
Yeah, Billy Buchanan. The other Buchanan who's playing this afternoon. And
Buchanan playing for Colac. What a shock.
Yeah, McCarthy's and Simpkins are all in.
Only about 100 of them, so you certainly get one or two. Ball, Birmingham put the tackle on Murray, and that is the headband Warriors there, the 2 number 6s. On centre wing, Pearce in the ruck contest now. Off the side, Walters, Jared, bit of candy, right foot kick, underground. Might be okay though, but the back Lloyd does well for Bell Park. The spearing little kick backwards towards centre wing. She's got the numbers though, Bell Park. Pearce got it back to Zach Lamb. His handball was sort of chopped off. Working in the phone box, they've done well. Lucas under pressure, handball spilled free. Over the top, Garner, right foot kick up the chimney, and coming across and taking the mark is Jones. And it will be Bell Park from inside their defensive 50. In fact, it's Reed who gets it, and he goes lateral
to Lloyd. Long way from home between the left hand or right hand behind in goalpost, left back pocket. He'll pull the kick towards the boundary line, and it's just stretching but not marking with Freddie Lucas in for his second game this afternoon. It's off his hands and out of bounds, just made him work a little bit too hard. He's usually precise by foot, Benny Lloyd, but just that one out of reach.
Yeah, he's usually such a great ball user off that half-back flank.
Pearce front position, worked under it by Garner, but Pearce still got a hand on it to the front of the pack. Lloyd a handball over the top to Patton. Lockie Patton to kick around the corner, but he's put it straight into the waiting arms of Billy Buchanan. They need a goal here, the Tigers. They just need to settle. Trailing by 24. Buchanan's got the long sleeves under the short sleever. Drives it into the right forward pocket, looking for a mark. McDonald was there, quick kick forward, Chase Murray, a high floating ball underneath it, Zybell, spoiled away from here, and the clearing kick comes for the Dragons, and it works out well to Mahadi.
Mahadi at half-back now. Oh, he thought about going inboard to Birmingham. He just holds it up there and comes broadcast side to centre wing. Better option, Zach Lamb, who kicked 3 against Leopold when we saw them last time. The Parkers, he goes now from centre wing long towards half forward. Sarcevic comes out. Hamlin hanger again. He has got it on a string, Jack Sarcevic. And he's probably too far out to score. He's right on the boundary, 55 from goal. He goes towards the pocket and he kicked it into the sports club. And he might have kicked it. His old man might be sitting in there, I think. He's kicked it way out of bounds on the full. And the Tigers are going to take the resultant free kick in the back pocket, and it's going to be Jaron McCormack with it. He's going to play on as well and come back towards centre wing. A big pack there, Garner off his hands. Hicks was right next to him as well, and right in front of the best seats in the house. Thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7, we're going to have a boundary throw in.
If we thought Bell Park was suffering without Bridgewater this year, Ro, Hicks has proven that he's been able to capably, with him at Eli Pearce, look after that ruck roll.
Yeah, he's a lump of a man, isn't he? Have a look at him.
Grabs it out of the ruck, jams it on his left boot towards forward 50, a bouncing ball. It eludes Ollie Lucas, I should say, or Pigeon, and then a kick to half back. Cody Spokes takes a good mark. So Spokes with the footy. Haven't caught a lot of Jet Birmingham yet, if at all. As Spokes sends a kick to the wing, not a great one. Hicks stands underneath it, smart off the hands of the pack in game 100. That'll be high on Steve Benstead. Wasn't paid against Josh Garner. Handball over the top, Fred Lucas to Hicks. Took on a couple of tacklers. Umpire said play on. Oh, now Fred Lucas taken high. Will win a free kick against Ben McCarthy. Has got it right in front of it. It's a lot of play in front of our best seats in the house. Fred Lucas wants the middle of the ground. Lockie Patton all alone. He can share it with Merkovic if he so desires, and does so now. Just forward to the centre wicket area. Merkovic looking for Sarcevic. He's going to find it off the hands of the pack. Can he work his way through traffic? Handball, snap, Wilson Mack, high ball, good ball, goal. 5th of the afternoon for the Dragons. It was Sarcevic creating havoc again inside forward 50. Just makes things happen as they go to 5 straight 30. Colac get to score. They have jumped them here in this opening term for Harvey Norman, Corio and Warren Ponds Road.
Well, we talk about those dangerous plays off half-back. Lockie Patton did the draw and give, and Merkovic gets that dangerous ball inside 50. He's such a beautiful kick. Merkovic, Lloyd, Benson, they were all having a massive impact in behind the footy.
Well, big start from the home side.
As have gone bang so far.
Absolutely.
Be good to see the response, Jason.
Yes. Be interested to hear Buzz listen to Seb Ross at quarter time and see what he's got to say. Side Bell gets it down in the middle again. That's a hold against Birmingham, and Ryan Monaghan's going to take it. Right in the middle of High Sushi, plays on now. Drives it towards half forward with the kick, goes out wide. McDonald gets it, kick around the corner, spears it towards the back pocket for Wareham to get the clearing kick. Pigeon can't take the mark for Bell Park. Over the side, Wilson Mack can't take it. Handball back towards Buchanan for Colac. Has to put a tackle on, but the Bell Park player actually didn't have the footy. And Lockie Patton it is at half back for the Parkers.
The veteran, the skipper, goes back. Sees Merkovic, who's creating havoc. To the middle he goes. Good way to ball to Birmingham, the 2-time Maskell medalist out of the Hampton League. Sends a kick wide. It's a very well-weighted kick too. A chance to go inside forward 50. Long ball petering towards the top of the square. Mahadi's there. Rennett's did okay. Brought it to ground level. And Zybell, the unlikely rover, throwing it into his left boot, but not clearing the area and petering again with the footy. Just on 50, right half forward in the sunshine here at High Sushi Oval on a Saturday afternoon. Hope you're enjoying the call through KRFootball.live, FM 88.5 at the ground, and AFL Barwon TV.
Buzz, just keep an eye on Aaron Walters. He's back off the ground as well.
Yeah, I was about to say, Jay, just flexing his left knee.
Nick Petering, game number 49, to the top of the square. There's going to be a free kick for a hold going against the Tigers. And at the top of the square, Mitch Mahadi, he's going to go back and kick his second. And the Dragons 6th. They're going to go 36 points to the good. And there's 3 clubs that are liking this: St Mary's, Newtown and St Joseph's. Colac, not so much. Mitch Mahadi for number 2, 15 out. Gee, stabbed at it, but he's got it in. Made the goal umpire work hard to the left. 2 for Mitch Mahadi. And now 6 for the Dragons. 6 straight 36. Colac yet to score. Opening quarter action has gone 22.5 minutes on the Balm Foods time clock. And for the Sporting Globe, here is Mr. Bell Park and Colac himself, Ramex Barron.
We've seen how quick, and we spoke pre-game with Jace Armstead about how quick Bell Park go on turnovers, and we're seeing it firsthand at the moment that as soon as they get their hands on it from half back, they just explode through the ground, and at the moment Colac are struggling to try to contain it.
They've got some confidence from last week's game by the looks of it, Rowe.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that last contest probably shook Aaron Walters a little bit there. He's right in front of us at the moment, but probably a tougher player of coach. I don't think there's too many, so he should be right.
Go back to the middle, Hicks and Zybell. Zybell gets it down, rowed by McCarthy, tried to get the handball free. Murray in there. He drops the footy. The umpire calls it play on, and then he'll have to come in and ball it up. Secondary bounce in the middle. Or we're not allowed to call them secondary bounces anymore, are we?
According to Benny, he doesn't like cliches.
So another bounce. Zybell pushed into the ball. Kick. Bell Park now Murray. Oh, good tackle from Maris. Ball spills free. Hayes tried to tap it on only as far as Petering for Bell Park. His kick was smothered though. Monahan's handball to a standing start. Zybell now. Hayes through the middle. McCarthy puts on the afterburners. Goes with the right foot. Kick towards the pocket coming out. Oh, it's Benstead. And also got one from Garner as he went back. And Stevie takes a bit of time. Still not engaged, but takes the mark.
Steve Benstead, second in the GFNL for intercept marks. I think that's number 2 for the afternoon for him. He went with a short kick. He's going to receive it back. He's going to have to stretch at the top of his defensive goal square. Kick into the pocket, and Reed has taken it. He'll straighten things up from the left back pocket to a leading Eli Pearce, who marks in front of McCormack and then takes off quickly. Sends a kick, sees something he likes for. Just misses Hicks. Sarcevic tried to trap it at ground level. Got bundled out of bounds, he and the ball. And a bit going on right here in the little protected zone in front of the Colac bench. Zach Zybell involved, Pearce involved, and Hicks involved as well. And the 2 rucks are going to have to haul up backside back to their position because it's going to be thrown in. Hicks and Zybell. Zybell went out of mid-air. It falconed off Uriah Hollard, I suspect, and out of bounds.
Aaron
Walters. He's been in the wars.
That won't help him, Kingy. That was a Sharon squarely to the face.
John got hospital injury updates. Thank you for that, Buzz. He's been in the wars. Hicks. Big left-hand roundhouse towards the boundary line. Lamb will track it out for the Dragons and will get it hurled back into play again. So Bell Park with the game on their terms at this stage. Have fired the first shots, half a dozen of them in fact. 6 straight 36. Sarcevic with 3, Mahadi with 2 and Mack with 1. Colac yet to score, and we've gone 25.5 minutes on the Balm Foods time clock.
Bell got it down. Maris pushed past the footy by McCarthy. Hold, said the umpire. Going to come back. Free kick, Fraser Maris. Will take the free kick, give it back straight away. Joel Cooper, he has. Maris right on centre wing. Right in front of the best seats in the house, thanks to Apco Cafe 24/7. Short to Merkovic. Takes the mark. It's in front of the Colac coach's box. Zach plays on now. 75 from goal, puts it up to the top of the square. Big pack there off the side of the pack. Handball, Hayes. Handball further afield. Colac trying to get out of trouble. Hayes again, followed it up. Spearing right foot, kick out wide. Falls okay, goes to Gall through the middle. Got not much to kick to up forward. So Simpkin, he gives the handball backwards. They've mucked it up on centre wing. Now it's okay. Joffe out of traffic, goes wide. Wareham, good tap, a punch away from Hayes. On his second effort was amazing as well. And he kept it in play and he got it back. So well done, Isaac Wareham. Ball still in dispute now. And the umpire will come in and ball it up right on centre wing on the outer side, but great play, Isaac Wareham.
So 26.5 played, Balm Foods opening quarter. We'll go around the ground shortly for Leopold Sporties. Grabbed out of the ruck by Hicks, and then jammed it on the boot, getting past Monahan. Bounces it towards right half forward for Bell Park. Hollard leaves Aaron Waddles to the footy. Gave a handball up. Pearce goes back to the voice of Hamish Lucas. Inside 50 go the Dragons. Not a great kick off the boot. Cleaned up by Buchanan. That's Max. Sending it wide. Smart had to play spoiler. Ball at ground level. The Dragons are going to come up with it. Chance here through traffic. Fred Lucas. Or was it Lamb? Lamb too slow. Holding the ball is a decision. And it'll be a free kick. Going back to Chase Murray. He'll take it just inside defensive 50 and he sends a kick wide. and puts it into the waiting arms of Billy Buchanan.
Goes out wide to Gorwell, still on centre wing for Colac. Called to play on now, goes towards half forward with the kick, worked his way to the front was Jones. He goes with a kick up towards Holland on centre wing. He went up with a big knee right in the back of Buchanan. Back inside now, Monaghan's got it. Centre wing, called to play on. Goes towards half forward with the kick. Joffe can't quite take the mark. Simpkin needs some support. Didn't get any. Maris got one high. Umpire said play on. Benstead's handball. Shuffled it out sideways. It was okay. Petering with the kick. Little toe poke over the top is okay. Mark taken by Johnny Scott.
Keep an eye on Josh Garner in back play. Buzz just holding a left ankle maybe. Boot has come off. Let's keep an eye on that. Maris concedes some ground back to Hicks, who's having to settle things down with a 36-point lead. What are you picking up there with Josh Garner, Buzz?
Yeah, he doesn't look good, King. He's just in the hands of two trainers at the moment. His boot is off and hobbling off the ground as we speak.
Long ball towards half forward. St John got hospital injury update. Socket inside 50 for the Dragons and another little socket too. McCormick put his head over the footage you'd expect. Gave a handball off. Rennet sweeps it wide and he finds a marking target. And that is Joel Cooper.
Owen Vines won't be happy with that, I can tell you. Josh Garner.
Right half back. That's a real shank off the boot from Joel Cooper. Buzz almost marked that.
Would have dropped it, Kenny.
And we've got a boundary throw in. Yeah, but if it had Kookaburra written on it, you would have taken it, Buzz.
Yeah, geez, that's no sure thing either. Josh Garner just holding his boot. Right boot's fallen off, but he's actually holding his right knee just in front of you.
Keep an eye on that. Boundary throw in. That's hacked out of midair by Zybell, who's going to get a free kick for too high. The non-controlling umpire has actually got that right. Hicks did come over his shoulder.
Absolutely he did. That's exactly right, he did.
And Zybell at true centre wing with the resultant free kick. Might have to concede some ground back to McCormack or give a little handball off, and he does, because his skipper Malikin's just come off the bench, and that is quarter time. A half hour of power from the Dragons. 6 straight 36. And Jack Sarcevic doing a lot of the damage, kicking 3 goals, including a Metricon goal of the day contender. Colac, you'd have to go back a long time to find them scoreless in a quarter, especially a first quarter, where they actually haven't been able to put anything on that Harvey Norman Corio and Warren Pond scoreboard. We'll take a break from here at High Sushi Oval on a Saturday afternoon. It's nice and chilly, but the footy's hot if you're a Dragon supporter.
Geelong's favourite way to wake up.
So if you have trouble bending, stretching, putting on...
This is my school.
This is my school.
This is my school.
This is my school. This is our theatre.
Casares was pulled off the kick. In fact, Harkness who provided the pressure. Chance here for a long shot at goal from Madola. In fact, he's pulled it to the top of the square and over the top. Hamlet hanger. That's a wonderful mark by Tom Pearce, who has landed awkwardly. He's just shaking himself up in taking the mark, but that is a Hamlet hanger of some note defensively.
When they land on the ground, don't stop the celebration. We're gonna fly high, high. Don't stop the celebration. We're gonna fly high.
We've got you. Thanks to our #1 ticket holder, APCO. Fueled by APCO Cafe 24/7.
Quarter time here at High Sushi.
Hi, Sushi.
6 straight 36. Colac yet to score. Whew, it's cold is the best way to describe it. Buzz Conway is down boundary side. Buzz, has it got any warmer?
Yeah, it has. It feels like 13.5.
Sorry, King, I just had to extract myself from the Colac huddle. No, it's still beautiful down here, a lot warmer than where you are in the box.
Thank you for that. I've got Brian Grinder. Brian, I'm not sure. FM 88.5 was working a little bit earlier. It was. Not working in your car? Okay. Apologies for that. We will get our guru to try and check that out. Our executive producer will just see if he can tune into that. Thank you for the update. Thank you. All good, Brian. We better keep broadcasting, but appreciate your feedback. It's quarter time here.
It's a gift.
Yes, it is. Choose how we are.
It's a gift.
Let's go around the grounds for
Let's do
Leopold
that.
Sporties. I'll start with AFL. 29-33, Richmond trails St Kilda at half-time in the MCG.
Gee, that's a ripper.
And Geelong have beat Essendon by 14 points in the VFL, 10-13 to 9-5. But I've got a sneaking suspicion Geelong might be done. George Stevens and Paddy Rechko both with 38 disposals, and Ted Closey with 28. In terms of goals for the Cats this afternoon, they were kicked by Jesse Mellor, 2.
Nice.
And then a bunch of singles. Let's have a look at scores from around the region. Jace, can you please, as I bring up the VFL ladder just to see if the Cats are cooked for the season, but rest of the GFNL?
Yes, St Albans 25 lead, Geelong West 15. St Mary's 47 lead, Grovedale 6. Leopold 49 lead, Lara 7. And South Barwon 36 lead, North Shore 7.
Thank you for that. Just on the ladder, Geelong now are within a game of Williamstown and have drawn level with Coburg. So their best hope that Williamstown would lose to Richmond next week, and Geelong need a big win over the Swans. They would need to make up maybe 6%, so 10 goals potentially. Ballerine?
Just check where Buzz is. Is he going to be with somebody?
Just listening in the Bell Park, Jay, so carry on.
That's all right, no worries. Anglesea 18, Newcombe 20, Mottawarri 20, Barwon Heads 4, Queenscliff 33, Torquay 13, Ocean Grove 22, Geelong Amateur 12, Drysdale 39, Port Arlington 3.
Wow.
All upsets by the last one.
There's some stuff going on there that we can't get our head around, but we will. And the GDFNL, a crucial round 16.
North Geelong 27, Geelong West 15, Inverleigh 26, Belmont 21, no score Werribee Corio, Bannockburn 38, Anarchy 26, East Geelong 29, Bellpost Hill 18, and Winchelsea 39, Thompson 26.
Make that Winchelsea 45.
There you go.
Thompson 26. Buzz, down to you. Are you with James Saker?
Oh, I'm not. I'm just going to grab Lockie Patton quickly if I can. If you can still catch on the bench. Patto.
Patto, come here.
Just all him off the bench. Sorry, Patto. Just a quick word. Yeah. What are your thoughts on the first quarter? More importantly, Jack Sasevich.
Yeah, he's looking dangerous down there. We just got to get it to him a bit more, I reckon, as many times as we can, I think.
Are you going to try and isolate him a bit more in this second quarter?
Well, let's see how they're lining up.
You don't know, do you?
No, I don't. No, we just know we need to kick it to him.
All right, all the best.
Thank you for that, Buzz. Leopold Sporties, your complete family venue.
Sorry, mate.
135 Kensington Road in Leopold. Second quarter about to get underway. Good crowd here, by the way. And so there should be for what is a cracking clash between third versus fifth. But right now, not living up to the hype. Bro, why isn't it living up to the hype?
Wow, the explosiveness of Bell Park off half-back are just cutting them to ribbons at the moment.
Back to the middle, Zy Bell now. Gets it down and start the second term. McCarthy, he's head over it. Hicks put the tackle on quickly. Spoke's not going anywhere. Umpire comes in. Another bounce, not a secondary. Ball, McCarthy. Well, pushed off the football, should get a free kick and will. Held on to for an hour. Put a saddle on and run him at Ernie Valley. Now he goes with a short little kick. It's okay. Zara's brother takes the mark. Goes on the outside. Walters goes to Gorbel. Still working around 50. He chips the ball back inside. And mark turnover. And Petering gets in the way for the Parkers. Takes it inside defensive 50. And goes to the outer side with the kick. Oh, Wareham, one hand, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. And that is a bit of a Hamlin hanger from Isaac Wareham. Had a great first term for Bell Park. He's going to switch the play back. We've seen them do this. Comes back to Lloyd. Takes it. And he will go from just inside defensive 50.
Thinking about going across the face of his defensive goal. Instead, over the top, Petering gives it back to Lloyd, who continued running. He fires a handball forward, and they're out now, out the front of the pack. A long ball from Mack. Pearce flew, no mark, but you'll find it at ground level. Handball back on the bounce. Maris just farms it wide into the pocket. Long ball coming. Not a bad effort from Pigeon, but across the face of goal it went. And a minor score. The first blemish on the scoreboard for the afternoon. For the Dragons, they go to 6-1-37. Could be, dare I say it, a handy point. Colac yet to score a minute and a half played in the second quarter.
And Kingy just out of the Colac huddle quickly. It was all pretty calm, and Jace Armistead said there was a lot of things right going about their game, particularly in the clearance work he was happy with. The only positional change was Josh Garner to centre half back.
Giblett from full back. Thanks, Buzz. But now Giblett gets it towards half back, but Birmingham rove the pack and then got ridden into the ground. And Hamish Lucas wasn't too happy with the treatment happening there. Still on the top of Jet Birmingham too. They won't get up. Hicks is over there helping out. And umpire Douglas has given the free kick in the end of Birmingham. So Jet, who also looks like Lord Farquhar without that little headband on. He goes with a kick inside 50. Ball spills free from the front of the pack across the face of goal. It's a 2-on-2. And getting back there. Giblett for Colac. He goes wide, looks for Monahan, and he couldn't take the mark. He stretched, got one hand to it, but then it's out of bounds, so it will be a boundary thrown at right half forward for the Parkers.
Schematic standout and Leopold Sporty's player of the day, all up for grabs this afternoon. Buzz and Road look after those. From the boundary throw in. Oh, Hicks hit the deck. Quick kick inside forward 50. Might have been off the boot of Monahan, but it's going to end up all right for Pearce on the outside of the right boot, and he's going to put it through for a goal. I didn't see who the kick came in from. I know Monahan was there for Colac, but Eli Pearce on the outside of the right boot. That quick kick, bro, did you pick up who that was?
No, I didn't see it, sorry, but once again, that quick ball movement going forward is just catching Colac on the hop at the moment, and it's getting messy pretty quickly.
It's all over. They're not coming back from here.
Well,
40 points down.
The boys have got some spirit, mate. We'll see.
43 the margin, 7-1-43. Colac yet to score. Second quarter action thanks to Sheen Panel Service. Get $7.50 off your excess with Sheen Group. T's and C's apply.
Just down here as well, Kingy, just up before that goal. Oliver Hicks just got a word from the umpire. He was giving Zach Zybel's a knee, a wrench on the ground just after the play. The umpire picked it up and Zach wasn't too happy with it.
So from the middle, thanks Buzz, Hicks got it down, but Colac go forward, and then Merkovic across half back for Bell Park, didn't take the mark. Put the tackle on, ball spilled free. Wareham tried to get it backwards. Now they get it towards Reed, who gets the handball over the top. Lockie Patton has to sit and wait for it, and he had enough time. He had Hollard on his outboard. Goes from half back towards centre wing. Pearce goes up, takes a good mark. He has improved somewhat, Eli Pearce, in this season. He's having a great second half. His handball over the top was okay. Little short little kick that came from Wilson Mack. Goes inside 50 with the kick, and Sarcevic takes the mark and will shoot from 50 out, 45-degree angle. He's kicked three.
Problem for Josh Garner again with that ankle in that marking contest.
Yeah, it was. Straight in that contest. Went right over his right ankle, Kingy, and very sore.
Thank you, Buzz. St John of God Hospital, caring for our community for 50 years.
So Sarcevic, 50 out on the right side for that left foot. And I'm sure he's kicked plenty from here. On a Thursday night, he comes with a left foot kick, and he has kicked a goal. That is his fourth. And Rowan, they are in big trouble. 8-1-49 Bell Park. Colac yet to score. Sheen Panel Service K-Rock. Second quarter scoreboard. Get $7.50 off your excess with Sheen Group. T's and C's apply.
yeah, it doesn't help when Joshy Garner goes down and then away they go. But their transition of ball, we could even see it off half back there. Wareham's having a fantastic game. Merkovic, Lloyd, they're all getting involved and having their piece of the pie. So they just need some defensive pressure, some slow down of play for Colac, and hopefully start to get some ball back on their terms.
Ball into the air. Hicks to go again. Zybell climbed high, won the tap down. Jared Walters couldn't get his hands on the footy. Neither could Spokes, but in the end he did. And then he got a handball away. Ben McCarthy through traffic. Pumps him inside forward 50 of the Tigers. They need a goal. Looks like McCormack's gone forward to the ball for Wombat Gully Plant Farm. He's going to win the footy here and get away. And then send it inside forward 50. And then after he got rid of it, he was dealt with. And they're going to get an opportunity. Garner's got the footy. That's Adam. And he'll go back. And this is, dare I say it, much needed row.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the big fella just needs to take his time and hit the scoreboard and try to get him slowly back into the game.
Last year's GFNL leading goal kicker, coming off 5 last week for 26 on the season. Hasn't played every game, just played the 11 of 14. Adam Garner from about 40 out, left of centre, and that is money for old rope for Adam Garner. And they needed that, and this is where the comeback needs to start. Margin's back to 43. Colac, it took to early, I should say, into the second quarter. Make it 6.5 minutes to get their first goal on the board. Bell Park 8-1 of 49. Second quarter action for Sheen Panel Service. Get $7.50 off your excess with Sheen Group. T's and C's apply.
Such a valuable player, Jaron McCormack. The ability to play on ball as a big on ball or a key centre half back or a mobile forward. We've seen just then he made something happen really out of nothing and set Garner up for a goal.
He's probably doing a bit of a double job there because he's on Benstead too.
Well, Benstead has to play a bit more respect to him.
Yeah,
he's such
absolutely.
a quality player.
Through the middle, Patton got wrapped up by Murray, dropped the footy. Should be a free kick and is. And Patton pushed past the footy now, so Chase Murray's got it. He chips the ball short. It's okay, Monahan takes it. He goes to the outer side, half forward flank. No mark taken by Zybell. Got over the shot. Ollie Hicks can't believe it. Chop from Norm Douglas. And Zach Zybell at right half forward will take the free kick. He goes to the kick inside 50. McCormack! Oh, right on Rowan McSparron's comment. And there he is in front of Benstead. Took the mark, and Big Jaron's going to shoot for goal from 45 out directly in front.
He's one of those players you wish you had 3 of. You could put him on every line. He's a star, this bloke.
So Jaron McCormack, who, as Rowe said, centre half back on the ball, centre half forward, wherever you want. And at the moment, making a bit of an impact for the Tigers at centre half forward. Can he finish off his good work? No, he can't. He kicked like Rowan and threw for one behind for the big fella. So they go to 1-1-7 now. They trail Bell Park 8-1-49. Sheen Panel Service K-Rock, second quarter scoreboard.
Lloyd for the Dragons will go up the corridor. He sees something he likes, and it's Merkovic marking at the top of the 50-metre arc. He fires a handball to Maris through the middle of High Sushi Oval. They go long ball, too much on it for Sarcevic, and Malikan takes it on the chest. He'll send a kick wide, and it's well weighted to Inglis. I'm backing it's Inglis and not Ingles, bro.
Ingles.
It's Ingles, and he goes towards Malikan, and the skipper sends it long inside forward 50. Here's McCormack again, Hamlin hanger. One-on-one with Steve Benstead is not easy. And Jaron McCormack has taken it in the right forward pocket. He needs to go back and convert, and there's just been a slight momentum shift in this contest, row.
Well, they've just cleaned up that exit. They've put some pressure on, and when you got your skipper, Jack Malikan, taking intercept marks across half-back, it certainly helps. But they're just starting to get the ball back on their terms a little bit.
Right forward pocket. McCormack, tight angle, sends it on its way. He liked it off the boot, and he's not going to like the result from the goal umpire, who says it's a behind. Gee, he was up and about early, was J-Mac. And the margin is 41. So 1-2-8 now, Colac. Bell Parker, 8-1-49. 9.5 minutes almost played on the Balm Foods second quarter time clock. Sells the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road, North Geelong.
Merkovic chips the ball into Ben Lloyd. Takes the mark. 35 from the Colac goal. There's the exit. It's contained at the moment. He goes wide. Colac got 3-on-1 out there, and they push it over. Aaron Walters pushed it over the boundary line, and it will be a throw-in in between wing, half forward on the outer side. Bell Park just into attack. So now a throw-in for Hicks and Zybell, have done most of the ruck work throughout this game so far for their respective teams. Hicks in front. Zybel trying to tap it over the back. Chase Murray through traffic. Patton held up in the tackle. And umpire said holding the ball. He got his hands free. So Zybel's going to take the free kick. Lockie can't believe it. He's going to have to get up and give it back. He does. Zybel has got the ball on centre wing for the Tigers. Jones looks like he's got the job of McCormack now. Ball over the top. Gorwell close to the boundary line. Chips the ball around. Adam Garner comes out. Ben Stead's having a bit of a mare at the moment. He's on Garner now. And Garner has taken the mark and will shoot for goal from 50 out on the boundary line. He's kicked Colac's only goal this afternoon so far. And a chance for the second for the Tigers. He comes in, right foot kick. Going to get close to the line and punch through. I think Merkovic has seen it through for a behind to the Tigers. They go to 1-3-9, Baytrell Bell Park. 8-1-49, Sheen Panel Service, K-Rock. Second quarter scoreboard.
Lloyd short into the right back pocket to Merkovic in front of the Rec Club. Merkovic kicks it straight to the man coming towards him, and Hayes. The ball hasn't gone out of bounds. Hayes will pick it up, tight against the boundary line. Gave a handball back to Cooper. Cooper around the corner, kick deflects off Merkovic and out of bounds, and we'll get a boundary throw in. So even the frontal pressure just has been upped a little bit, Rowe, coming from the Tigers.
Yeah, that's right. They're just starting to get their groove on and put some pressure back on Bell Park, because Bell Park's pressure in that first quarter and a bit has been fantastic.
Cooper Hayes in the long sleeve, as he has been for the majority of his
He's got no arms.
Senior career. Boundary throw-in. It's a shallow throw-in. It's taken by Zybel, who's then taken by Hicks and dragged to ground. And the umpire says, give it to me. I will ball it up right on 50 at left half forward. We'll do it all again with Zybel and Hicks. And it's going to be a free kick, and it's going to go to Zybel. Hicks over the shoulder again. He's given away a few, Ollie Hicks, and doesn't necessarily agree. Zybel runs to 50, sends a long, high ball. It won't have the carry, and it's off hands again and through for a minor score. So they are peppering, but not getting the conversion that they want. 1-4-10 now, Colac. Bell Park 8-1-49, 12.5 minutes played on the Balm Food second quarter K-Rock time clock. Balm Food sells the freshest fish to you, Donga Road, North Geelong.
Lloyd kicks it in, long, in towards the centre. Merkovic can't take the mark, needs some help. Didn't really get it in the end. Chase Murray did for Colac. He goes inside 50. No mark taken by Lloyd. Tackle comes. And a bit of help there from Fred Lucas as well on the tackle.
The roundhouse spoil of Kane Smart.
Well, you can see why Jace loves him so much. Just the ability to have that contest was fantastic.
Ball in the air for Zybel to win it into space. He can run onto it first. Smart was there, but he couldn't take it. Benstead coming the other way did. Sent it towards half-back, not the best of kicks. Ball is knocked away from Hayes. It's going to hit ground level. Chance for Chase Murray at the top of the 50 for the Tigers. He can't knock it out. It's held in under him, and umpire Douglas says, give it to me, I will ball it up.
Kingy Josh Gardner about to give that right ankle another go. It's been restrapped and the boot's back on.
Thank you for that, Buzz. St John got hospital injury updates. Caring for our community for 50 years. From the stoppage, we'll get another one. Ball went forward about 4 metres for Bell Park. Sarcevic just up around the footy for the moment. Actually, maybe has he been thrown behind the footy? Zybel winning the tap down. Jared Walters trying to get a handball out the side door towards Ben McCarthy. Didn't get there. Ingles laid a good tackle. Another stoppage. And the margin 39, but it's just got a feel that the contest has evened up a bit.
So ball up just forward of the centre circle for Colac. Pearce gets it down though. Zach Lamb couldn't take it. Chase Murray does. Handball was okay. McCarthy inside 50 again. McCormack coming across. Third up, Ben Lloyd takes the mark in the back pocket for the Parkers. Chips the ball short to Lockie Patton. Wants to switch to the opposite side. They do. They run now. Merkovic gets it, runs through half back. Handball to Hamish Lucas was good. On centre wing. Now he comes inside. He's got Pearce next to him. He goes with a right foot kick instead. Long towards the top of the square. Great play over the back. Zach Lamb worked Buchanan past the footy and took the mark, and will shoot for goal from 20 out directly in front. Again, Ro, that's that movement of the footy. They are quick, aren't they?
Yeah, as soon as they get some open space, they just take the grass in front of them, and the ground opens up when you do that. It's hard to defend.
So Zach Lamb, smallest man on the ground, biggest number, 79. He comes in at the southern end of High Sushi. And he has missed. Oh, so that is a bad miss from 15 in front. 8-2-50, the Parkers. Colac 1-4-10, Sheen Panel Service, K-Rock, second quarter scoreboard.
So, kicking duties with Giblet, who sends it long. Zybell is his target in a one-on-one with Pearce. Ball got out the back. Kane Smart was there. It's picked up by Cooper Hayes. Hayes hacks it forward. He's put it onto the chest of Lloyd, although Lloyd dropped what he should have taken. Time to go back and recover the situation. Send a kick back to the wing. And I look to build through Maris. Maris just holding the ball in his right hand and assessing his options. He'll go wide and into the waiting arms out there of Mack. Where's it Reed? Kick comes back to Fred Lucas, and then Fred Lucas can go all the way back to Matty Jones if he so desires, inside defensive 50, and that's where he goes now. Concedes about 30 metres, and he'll have a bounce as soon as he takes possession, then kick laterally to Benstead. Benstead, junior flex, takes the mark, and then kicks short, and Wareham, who's worked hard on this near side wing, has taken the mark. He'll go back inside defensive 50. It's a risky kick, but Adam Garner won't shut down Jones, and then Jones goes wide, and they'll look to now attack via, dare I say it, the non-skinny side of the ground.
The ball goes out wide.
Because you can't say fat side anymore.
No, you're not allowed to. That's right. Ball from half back. Oh, getting back there. Buchanan takes the mark. That's Billy. He gets it towards centre wing, punched away by, and that came by Fred Lucas. He gets it over the top. Bell Park moving again quickly. They go inside 50 with the ball. Coming at it, Ranitz. He comes across for Colac. He and Zach Lamb meet it in the left forward pocket for Bell Park, and we'll have a boundary throw in. 8-2-50 the Parkers. They lead Colac 1-4-10. We've played 17 minutes in this second term on the Bowen Foods time clock.
So after the free-flowing first quarter for Bell Park, things have just tightened up a little in this second quarter. 2-1. Maybe the damage is done. Mahadi doing the ruck work. It's a shallow throw-in. Zybell after it bounces, knocks it forward, but only as far as Pigeon. Pigeon a handball on the up. Here's Hollard on hands and knees after being tackled, trying to get a handball away. Is that Hamish Lucas, who's absolutely collared by Aaron Walters? And we'll get a ball up. Just a Josh Garner update for St John of God Hospital, please, Buzz. And how he's tracking.
Yeah, he's ready to come back on the ground. Hasn't stepped foot back on, but looks okay. Moving pretty freely down here at boundary side.
A chance to clear Cooper Hayes a high long ball and going and tracking it well and almost running into the high Sushi Oval sign fence on the outer side is Reed for the Dragons.
So Reed from centre wing. Drive it back inside 50. It's all Colac. Renitz can't take the mark. Off hands. Walters, handball. Well, he came back to himself, in fact, because it got smothered. Now on hands and knees. There's a 2-on-2. And Walters was on hands and knees. He leaves it for Josh McDonald. He gets held up in the tackle, though. So we're going to have a ball up just forward of centre wing for Bell Park. Pearce. Zybell got it down. Monahan couldn't take it. Hold, said the umpire. Ryan Monahan with the free kick on centre wing on the outer side.
Ryan Monahan, we just saw that Steve Johnson, an interested spectator this afternoon with Newtown having the bye. Long ball, a high ball to half forward. Adam Garner from behind on Lloyd, forced to spillage. Front of the pack was Cooper, and that'll be a throw. And who's it going against or going to? It's coming back against Cooper for a throw, Ben Lloyd, to take the resultant free kick at left half back. He'll concede some ground inside defensive 50 to Bomber Hollard, and then Hollard will go short to Pearce. Pearce marks at the edge of the centre square on the wing. Not a great kick off the boot, but it'll be okay. He'll receive a handball back from Maris, then he gives it off, and a chance for Scott, who I don't think we've called yet this afternoon. Pumps it long inside 50. Lucas, is that unrealistic attempt? Doesn't matter, because Jared Walters, a loose footy for Colac, gives it to Monahan. Monahan a high ball, and he's kicked it straight to Lloyd, a true centre wing, and that broke down badly coming outside defensive 50.
What his own footy today, Ben Lloyd.
Yeah. Certainly has.
Holding pattern this game, 8-2-50 playing 1-4-10 as we approach time on in this second quarter on the Sheen Panel Service scoreboard.
Lloyd long inside 50 for Bell Park. Getting back there though, Jared Walters takes the mark. And he will go short to Giblet. Still inside defensive 50. He just chips the ball over the top to centre back Zybell. We want somebody running past. Does. Handball towards Joffe. Simpkin has to get around on the right. He does. Goes to the other side centre wing. They're building. Monahan. Handball outboard. Hayes kept his width. Runs to half forward. Needs to be quick now. A little right foot kick. Got a shove as he got the kick away. Benstead. His handball back for Bell Park to Patton. On the outside. Oh, they mucked around with it though. Fred Lucas couldn't take it. And in the end, probably best result for Bell Park, as there was 3 Colac players tracking it. Monahan was one. He gives it back to the goal umpire, to the boundary umpire. And we'll have a throw in 55 around from the Colac goal.
attacking the northern end of the ground, the Rec Club end, but I've only been able to conjure a goal through 20 minutes of this second term, and they still trail by 40 from the boundary throw-in. Zybell winning it down. Birmingham lost it in the tackle of Spokes. Then Spokes lays another tackle, forces a spillage. Smart, a handball, a bouncing ball, socked by Monaghan, trying to track it, but picked up nicely by Wareham. A handball release was good. They'll get out of trouble. Gorman was involved. Hollard loops one over the top. Scott back to Hollard. Just had to stop and wait for it and then steady himself and then kick to the wing. Puts it into space. It'll bounce away from Lucas. Got a nightmare of a bounce. No, suited Simpkin and he went looking for Monaghan. Monaghan will get a front on spoil, and contact came from Lockie Patton. He'll win the free kick. Monaghan steps inside. Patton broke his ankles. Old school Allen Iverson, but it's not going to work out with a mark to Garner, and Hollard's going to clear, and Lockie Patton, who has just had his ankles broken, has quickly recovered and has taken the mark at half back.
He has, and he plays on quickly, goes to the outer side, half forward, flank in front though. Malikan was never going to get beaten there. Chips the ball back to McCarthy, just gone up a step in the last couple of minutes this game. Now it's back to Simpkin in the middle, takes the mark, getting his hands on it a bit too, Joffy. Right in the middle of High Sushi, goes short to McCormack, just back on the ground. Takes the mark and plays on. From inside the square, centre square, he goes along with the kick, open goal square, but Benstead gets back there, last line of defence. Plays the goalkeeper, Grobbelaar style, and takes the mark. Yo, turns it over though, terrible kick. Spokes kicks it back in, board okay. And Colac are going to have a shot for goal from 35 out, slight angle. And that is
Ingles.
Yeah, Kane Smart, who's got it.
Ingles, I think it is.
Oh, is it Ingles?
Yeah.
Okay. It is too. It's Luke Ingles who's got it, and will shoot from 35 out for a much-needed goal for the visitors.
Labour intensive though, Ro.
It has been, yeah. They just haven't got bang for buck going forward, and there's another one there. So
his ball hasn't even made the distance. Chase Murray in front misses through for one behind. So again, getting it down there, but scoring goals. Not good at the moment, Colac. 1-5-11 Bell Park, 8-2-50. Sheen Panel Service K-Rock second quarter scoreboard.
Bringing the ball back into play is Isaac Wareham. A long high ball to half back and over the top. No mark taken out there by Gorman, it might have been at the bottom of that. And he's locked up by McDonald. And we'll get a bite. In fact, it's Matty Jones. Between wing and half forward, favouring Colac on the Quamby side of the ground. Tap down by Garner. And Simpkin received from Monaghan. That was Joffy putting it inside 50. Not his best kick. Hollard tried to knock it away into the path of a teammate. Not taken cleanly there by Reid, and they've turned it over in the end. A chance here for Cooper to send it towards a marking target, and he finds McDonald, who marks it on the chest, and Josh McDonald a chance to go back and kick the goal. Can't miss Josh McDonald. He's a big unit.
he is. Yeah, he's done a power of work to actually get himself fit for senior football over the last 2 years, so it's good to see him get opportunities.
Needs to take this opportunity, give the Tigers something as we approach half-time. He's hung it out to the right as well. It's like there's a little Zephyr just pushing everything to the right, Buzz, for Goddings. Does it feel like that, or is it just the kicking at goal as the margin?
No excuse, Kingy.
Trying to find one. Margin is 38. 1-6-12 plays 8-2-50 on the second quarter. K-Rock Sheen Panel Service scoreboard.
Merkovic into Fred Lucas, gets it wide to Petering. Nobody near him. Centre wing, terrible kick. Goes towards half forward, past Sarcevic. Malikan. Oh, might fall to Sars in the end anyway. He gets it and then drops the footy. Should be a free kick, and is. Good play from Rowan's favourite man, Aaron Walters.
Walters and Malikan, they're probably two blokes you don't get past too often.
Oh, squeezes the ball. And I tell you what, Adam Garner is the furthest away I've ever seen him from goal. He's at centre half back, chips the ball to the outer side. It's okay. Malikan runs on, goes with a kick towards centre half forward. Zybell takes it, 50 from goal, open goal square, getting back there. Which way is it going to bounce? It's going to bounce across the face of goal, still in play. Bell Park, great tackle. Cooper wrapped up, dropped the footy. Umpire said, what? Throw it in. Very, very lucky. On that occasion, Joel Cooper got wrapped up by a couple of Bell Park players. We're going to have a boundary throw in, left forward pocket for the Tigers. We've played 25 in this second term here at High Sushi on the Bowen Foods time clock.
Ocean Grove 35 lead, Ammo's 33 from the boundary throw in. Chase Murray taking in a tackle by both Lloyd and Patton. And we'll get a ball up about 20 out from the Colac goal. They just need some momentum going into the main break. Can they find a goal? Zybell tried to grab it out of the ruck. Patton jammed it on the boot, went about a metre. Kane Smart, a quick snap. Bouncing ball, big off break, has gone through. There was nothing on the goal line that Matt Jones could do. It pitched between the right-hand goal and behind post and then took a big off break and bounced through over the head of Jones, and he was helpless to stop its progress. And the margin is back to 32. 2-6-18. Bell Park 8-2-50. And we have got 25 and a half minutes played on the second quarter. Barn Foods time clock.
Well, Colac have had 3 or 4 really easy set shots on goal and missed them all, and they get a little bit of luck with a bounce there, and that might just kick-start a little bit of momentum for them.
Game 100 for Kane Smart this afternoon at senior level.
Back in the middle, Murray got it down for Colac, but at the back, Maris gave it to Merkovic, who ran off half back and chiselled the ball on the outboard, and that went to Wilson Mack. They go towards half forward and they got the extra player and they go inside, and Pearce, who's worked his way backwards from the contest, has taken the mark and will shoot for goal from 40 out directly in front.
That's a danger of Merkovic. He had 3 touches in that passage of play. His ability to run hard through the middle of the ground and hit up a target going forward is really impressive.
So Eli Pearce for the quick reply to the Kane Smart goal. He has got a set shot 40 out directly in front. And won't have any problems with the distance. It'll be a question of accuracy, and accuracy is his problem on this occasion. He has put it through for 1 behind to the near side. So 1 goal, 1 his tally. 8-3-51 now Bell Park. They lead Colac 2-6-18. Sheen Panel Service K-Rock, a second quarter scoreboard. Get $7.50 off your excess with Sheen Group. T's and C's apply.
Ocean Grove and Drysdale. Check out sheengroup.com.au. Long kick in towards half back, looking for Adam Garner, I should say, off the hands of the pack. Jared Walters, he just threw that out the front towards Max Buchanan, then he gave a little handball off, but there was no room to work with. His little kick came out from Chase Murray. It'll go out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Fair to say Tim Sheringham, Josh Conway covers as much territory as a runner as he did as a player.
Yep, you could stick the jumper on him. Kingy wouldn't look out of place. Just speaking to the Bell Park bench too as well, just to watch on Mitch Mahadi, looks to be struggling with a shoulder injury, been off for the last 10 minutes or so.
Thank you for that. St John of God Hospital, caring for our community for 50 years. Maris, a handball on the up, but taken by Gorwell. Gave it to Jared Walters, kicked a half forward, back with the flight. Well judged by Isaac Wareham, who's having a good afternoon. So Wareham can go short to Merkovic if he wants to, in front of our best seats in the house for APCO Cafe 24/7. Instead, just opens himself up and then drives it long towards right half forward. Pierce Flow brought it to the front of the pack, brought down in a tackle, was Pigeon going nowhere. He was cooped up, dare I say it.
There we go.
And we'll get a ball up at right half forward.
Oh, Kingy, please. Ball up, Garner. Didn't really take it. Hicks did, and then he got tackled as soon as he got the footy in hand by Jared Walters. The umpire will come in, ball it up again close to the boundary line.
Good afternoon to Nathan McClure. Enjoying the call from Barley with a bintang in hand, he says.
Good work, Nath. Well done. Now the ball, Kane Smart gets it inside 50. Oh, Jones just hung onto it second attempt. He chips the ball out wide and gets it to Nick Petering. He brings it back inboard. Merkovic, who's had a great first half for Bell Park. Back into the centre square, chips it short to Hamish Lucas. He goes over the top, short little kick on the half volley. Merkovic handball over the top. Hamish Lucas didn't see Zybell come from the side. Bucket if I know how you didn't. He's the biggest man on the ground. And Zybell will take the free kick right in the middle of High Sushi Oval.
Yeah, Hamish Lucas, just a little errant elbow.
He's an angry young man, Hamish, actually.
Kicked it wide to Chase Murray. Is this time for a late one? McDonald presents short to the pocket. He ignores that, Chase Murray. Thought about the corridor, and Zybell instead sends it long and high. Josh Garner with a fly. McCormack there, I should say. Ball at ground level. It's ferreted out the front of the pack towards Smart, trying to duck his way through. Got a handball away, but turned it over. Reed for Bell Park. Dumped. There's a bit going on in back play. Maris involved. And a bit of push and shove. Kane Smart as well in game 100, and we'll get a ball up about 25 out from the Tigers' goal.
So ball up, Hicks tries to work Zybell past the footy. And then Hamish Lucas and Merkovic put on the tackle.
30 minutes ticked over on the Barn Foods time clock, Jace.
Ball up now, close to half-time here at High Sushi Ball. McDonald tries to bull his way through. Wareham stops him, so does Hamish Lucas. Took two of them, and it's going to be another ball up. Still 30 out from the Colac goal. They need to jag one before half-time. Walters through the middle of the pack, can't take it. Or watch it, Hamish Lucas in trouble behind play as well. Buzz, just keep an eye on that for St John of God. He's taking a long time to get up. If he got collected in that last contest. And he's up now. Looks a bit sheepish, and in fact he's coming off too.
It's a blood rule. That's why the umpire had his hand in the air. He was actually signalling to the bench to get somebody else to him. So they can bring somebody straight on to replace him.
The umpires are actually telling him that Kingy and Sarcevic is the man to be doing that. He looks a bit unsteady on his feet, doesn't he, Hamish?
Copped it on the chin, I think. If you have a look,
he's got no medical. It's not like the trainers have rushed to him or anything to check on him, so they must be comfortable. There's not much wrong with him.
He's tough as nails, this bloke.
And getting a bit of advice from the Colac bench as he comes off the ground.
Yeah, not a ton of sympathy.
He doesn't take a backward step, this bloke. He's as tough as they come. He'll be right.
So we've just had a slight delay in play for St John of God Hospital, and that delay has concluded. We've just lost probably 45 seconds of play, and we'll get a ball up for Hicks and Zybell to go at it. Zybell tried to grab it out of the ruck, but left the footy behind. Wareham taking in a cracking Zybell tackle. Calls for holding the ball that will go unheeded. And we'll do it all again. Make that about 30 out from the Tiger goal. They'd love one here. Tapped down by Hicks. Chance to kick it out of the pack. McDonald, but just couldn't get his boot on the ball. Patton went in there to reef it away, but Monahan and McDonald ensured he was going nowhere. And we will do it all again, Jace.
32 played in this second term. Barnford's time clock. Hicks tries to get it out of the ruck contest. Monahan and Cooper. Cooper tackled straight away, and the umpire's letting it go. He has to pay holding the ball because he let it go. He said Cooper had an opportunity to get rid of it. And now the ball is coming back to Merkovic. He's just going to go lateral. Taking the mark, Jake Reid for Bell Park. He's got Pearce up the line. He's going to go in that direction by the looks of it. He comes, Brawl. King's going to take the mark. Garner's going to take the mark. Oh, good mark, Adam Garner in front of Pearce. Right in front of the best seats in the house, thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7.
Quickly wants to get it on to Simpkins. Simpkins stood under the footy. Handball release. Jared Walters swinging by. It was a mung off the boot. Has pulled it to the left. Just had to steady himself. Could have run a little bit further, Jared Walters. Fair to say, goal kicking not high on his profile list. There's a margin. He's back to 30, and it's manageable at 5 goals row going once we get into this second half.
Yeah, they've wasted some opportunities this quarter, though.
Well, it's now 11 scoring shots to 9, and they trail by 32.
Merkovic gets it from the back pocket, goes out wide to the outer side. And he was looking for Wilson Mack over there. Off his hands, out of bounds, throw in between wing and half forward on the outer side. Just in favour of the Colac Tigers. We've played 33.5 minutes in this second term. Boundary throw in for Hicks and Garner having a run in the ruck now as the siren sounds for that half-time. Bell Park 8-3-51. They lead Colac 2-7-19.
As Rowe alluded to, though, wasted opportunities. Colac 2 goals 7. Bell Park 8-3, so they've kicked 2-3. Colac 2-7. The margin that was 36 at quarter time is 32 at the main break. It's half time. Thanks to Blackman's Brewery. Ren was there.
This is my school.
This is my school.
This is my school.
This is my school.
This is our stadium.
Conway. Harris was pulled off the kick. In fact, Harkness who provided the pressure. Chance here for a long shot at goal from Madola. In fact, he pulled it to the top of the square and over the top. Hamlet hanger. That's a wonderful mark by Tom Pearce, who has landed awkwardly. He's just shaken himself up in taking the mark, but that is a Hamlet hanger of some note defensively.
When they land on the ground, don't stop the celebration. We're gonna fly high, high. Don't stop the celebration. We're gonna fly high.
Trusses, Barwon Timber's got what you need for every building stage. Geelong owned and operated with trade quality products in stock, ready to go. Barwon Timber, Fellmongers Road Breakwater. The team that builders just keep coming back for.
I'm going down to Barwon Timber.
Time to take a look at the stats for the game so far. Thanks to Curse Hire, we have Bruce.
Oh, yes. Well, we've got some exciting weekends ahead, that's for sure. They've got the range, the quality, a strong team. In fact, did you know they've clocked up over 40 years in Geelong?
The Cats. They've been around a bit more than that, Bruce.
Oh, no. Kerr's higher.
What about the stats for the game?
Well, statistically, I shouldn't even be here. I've got a patio to pay.
Kerr's Hire, North Geelong, Grovedale and Ocean Grove. kershire.com.au.
Get a good night's sleep with Harvey Norman, Corio and Vaughan Ponds. Quality mattresses by Tempur, Sealy Posturepedic, Sleepmaker and King Coil by A.H. Beard with major savings. Queen size from a low $499. Adjustable bed bases, bed frames, kids' bedroom furniture, bunk beds and storage pieces. Customisable Australian-made bedroom furniture to suit your space and style. Luxurious pillows, quilt covers, sheet sets and more. Get behind the Cats this season with your locally owned and operated Harvey Norman, Corio and Vaughan Ponds.
Here's another powerful reason to choose Tyre Power. At Tyre Power, you deal with owners who are proudly independent. We're not just tyre experts. Tyres are our life and livelihood. And because many Tyre Power owners are part of your local community, you can trust our family to look after yours. Visit tyrepower.com.au or call 13 21 91 for your local independent owner. Thanks to our #1 ticket holder, APCO. Fueled by APCO Cafe 24/7.
Half-time thanks to Blackman's Brewery, the ultimate half-time beer made in Geelong. Now, been serving at GMHBA Stadium this year. Yeah, the old Mervyn Pale Ale or the Pivot City Lager. Can't go wrong. Yeah, absolutely. Brendan Jess and all the team. Steve Johnson, an interested spectator. We were going to have a chat with him, but he's politely declined. Day off. Just taking in some information.
Just do what you're told, Stevie. Seriously. I'll give you no love if you're going to continue that sort of stuff. Just saw the great Brad Stacey in the social club rooms.
Big leggies.
Big leggies.
Big leggies.
The big Starcevic. He could play footy too.
Could he?
Could.
Bloody oath he could.
I didn't get to see a lot of Brad Stacey play.
He could play.
He was man-handling forward, he was.
He was playing. Little story about Stace. True or not?
Only one?
He was playing at Collingwood in a practice game.
Yes.
Had his bag.
Correct.
Went to the ground.
He did.
Was told to pay at the gate.
He was. I have heard that story.
Hit 5 and said, I'm never coming back.
Yeah, absolutely. The one and only game. That's exactly right. I'll play cricket for Victoria. I'll get paid to do that.
What a star.
Buzz, injury-wise for St John of God Hospital, caring for our community for 50 years, anything for us of note that we need to be across at half-time that's going to impact the second half?
Yeah, so Josh Garner for Colac came off with the right ankle, just rolled it, but got it retaped and came back on late in the second term. The bigger issue for Bell Park would be Mitch Mahadi, so didn't appear after about the 15-minute mark. Looked to be cradling his right shoulder. Came out of the rooms with no extra strapping on it, but didn't reappear after that stage. Interesting to see if he takes his place in the second half.
Thank you for that. Great work by you, Buzz, down Boundary Side this afternoon. Off the bench, replacing Birchie, who's otherwise occupied this afternoon.
Yeah, come on, Birchie. Tidy it up.
Family first.
Always family first.
Always family first.
Oh, well done.
Let's go around the grounds in terms of AFL very quickly. For Leopold Sporties, Richmond 44 leads St Kilda 43 in an absolute thriller at the MCG. But if you went there expecting a nice score, you're getting not that early in the last quarter.
So it's turnover football there between those two.
Thrill a minute. The rest of the GFNL, please, Jace.
Yeah, St Albans 53 lead, Geelong West 30. St Mary's 73 lead, Grovedale 31. 1. Leopold 82 lead Lara 15, and South Barwon 72 with the grumpy one kicking 5 to half-time, North Shore 13.
So St Mary's right now
on top
on the live ladder.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's just amazing.
And play Newtown in the last round.
Oh,
strap yourselves in.
Strap yourselves in. Oh, this is going to be good.
Because I think Newtown have got a couple of easy ones, haven't they?
Well, we can ask Steve, but he didn't want to answer, so he's on the phone down there looking very important, Stevie J.
And, of course, St Joey's also won't be upset with this result too.
Because finally the ladder will be right after 15 rounds. We love it.
GDFNL?
Oh, the GDFNL. North Geelong 49 lead Geelong West 34. Inverleigh 48 lead Belmont 44. Werribee and Corio, the machine doesn't work at Werribee at the moment. There is no score.
So if they're winning that Werribee, if Inverleigh, Anarchy and Thompson all lost today, Centrals would be 2 games out with 2 to play.
Well,
and percentage made up, you would suspect.
Well, Anarchy are not losing at the moment. So they're 60. They lead Bannockburn 44. East Geelong 38. Bellpost Hill 34. Winchelsea 59, Thompson 34.
Thompson have reached the tipping point with their injuries.
Oh, absolutely. I think Lynch is playing, isn't he? That's how bad they're
He
going.
did joke about that. I've been trying to get his young fella Cooper game.
Right.
And he said he's just too small. His words were, if a Tim Barton was to run through Cooper, I'd never forgive his mother would never forgive me. So, yeah, no, he's a little man, Cooper Lynch. He's been playing some good footy in the twos, but not quite yet to make his debut at senior level for the Tigers. Bellarine?
Anglesea 38, Newcombe 35, Barwon Heads 40, Mottawarri 27, Queenscliff 59, Torquay 41, Ocean Grove 42, Geelong Amateur 33.
Oh, no.
And Drysdale 64, lead Portarlington 23.
Couple of things in that. I don't know when 10th has ever beaten first in the Bellarine. I know Ammo's got tipped over by Port before COVID when Lovick and all that crew were there, but I don't think Port were on the bottom, and I don't think Ammo's are on top, but it shocked everybody. That would be some sort of result. The other thing would be if they won that Ocean Grove, they'd get off the bottom if Newcombe lose. Newcombe would probably end up with the spoon.
Yeah.
And don't after starting 3-1.
Yeah, that's right.
What a fantastic competition, the Bellarine. And to another point, the GDFL, the 2 other leagues beneath the GFL have been fantastic. And I listen to you boys on your award-winning podcast every week, and as you try and tip round by round, it just gets harder and harder.
Hopeless. We toss a coin now.
Yeah, you may as well. Because the form is so good from all the teams, and
absolutely,
when you got 10th, taking it up to the top team, it's good to see.
Key numbers for Kerrs High: 3 locations: North Geelong, Grovedale, and Ocean Grove. What are you keeping an eye on, Ro, and what's it telling you to half time?
Well, that quarter, Colac basically owned territory inside forward 50. They had a lot more inside 50s, but on the transition, we've seen that Bell Park was so explosive coming off the half back line, but for big parts of that quarter, especially in the back half of it, Bell Park just controlled. They were really patient with the build-up from half-back. They went across the ground, back across to something opened up. Then they exploded through the middle of the ground. So they could see Bell Park was starting to get a bit of the game on their terms, like we heard Seb say. But Bell Park took that away from them by controlling the ball a bit. So it'll be interesting to see how Bell Park try and combat that, you know, pressing up and try and make them kick to a 1v1 down the line or get them to go earlier. But it's going to be interesting to see, because as we've seen in the first half, the whole score has basically been kicked to the northern end of the ground. So it'll be interesting to see if Colac can wrestle a bit of that back this quarter.
Thank you for that, Ro. Good work by you for Kerrs Hire. Quality equipment for hire and sales. We'll take a break, come back and be back with the second half from here at High Sushi Oval. It's the Dragons of Bell Park leading the Tigers of Colac 51-19. Half time for Blackwinds Brewery, the ultimate halftime beer made in Geelong. And the all-new APCO Mountain is now open with Breathe K-Rock Footy.
K-Rock's Tim and Jess.
So they're calling it a mini-moon. Essentially, it's just like a small asteroid. It's about 10 metres wide. It's coming so close to the Earth that it's getting picked up by the
gravitational pull.
And it's going to do one loop,
And then
get flung straight back out into the universe.
Yeah. But can we give it a more catchy name?
Murray the Moon.
Murray the Moon. There we go.
Excellent.
That's all I needed.
They're expecting Murray to start his orbit as of September 29.
That's nice. Now I'm worried for Murray. The Murray worry is quite high. But thank you very much.
Voted by a panel of their peers to most likely make you laugh whilst driving home in 2025. Tim and Jess on K-Rock. Your future, your hands. Study at the Gordon.
Since a bloke named Bill started cutting timber in a mill back in 1980, Barwon Timber's been the builder's best mate ever since. Whether you're stick framing or need prefab frames and trusses, Barwon Timber's got what you need for every building stage. Geelong owned and operated with trade quality products in stock, ready to go. Barwon Timber, Fellmongers Road, Breakwater. The team that builders just keep coming back for.
I'm going down to Barwon Timber.
Hamlin Homes, with over 40 years of commitment, building homes throughout Geelong and the Surf Coast. Hamlin Homes is family operated, born, raised and living in Geelong and committed to thriving into the future. Committed to building quality, sustainable homes. Committed to supporting you throughout your building journey. Hamlin Homes, built on a commitment to local trades, using premium quality materials, including a roof made from Colorbond steel. Hamlin.com.au, CDB-U 52938.
All this footy making you peckish? Time for some Zambrero feel-good mix. Incredible burritos, bowls and nachos. Cook slow and serve fast with only the freshest, most delicious ingredients. Plus, when you buy a regular or big burrito or bowl, Zambrero donates a meal to someone in need through the Plate for Plate initiative. Feel extra good about every bite. Grab your Zambrero now. Geelong West, Ocean Grove and Torquay. Or order online so you don't miss any of the action. Zambrero, feel good mix.
At Harvey Norman, Corio and Warn Ponds, meet the next generation of computing power, the new Intel Ultra processors. With AI and Windows Copilot, these computers have never been faster or smarter. For technology that's not just ahead of the curve, but bending the curve, talk to Geelong's experts in tech and discover how you can upgrade your world. Harvey Norman, Corio and Warn Ponds, proudly bringing you the future of computers, now.
Have you had a car accident and needing it repaired now? With Sheen Panel Service, you don't need to wait, Geelong. We will pick up and drop off your car. We will provide an accident replacement vehicle. We will even pay up to $750 off your insurance excess. Sheen will also offer a lifetime guarantee on all repairs. Get your car fixed now and conveniently with Sheen Panel Service. T's and C's apply. Visit sheengroup.com.au or call 1300 249 755.
Thanks to our #1 ticket holder, APCO. Fueled by APCO Cafe 24/7.
Well, Colac are back in position. Bell Park are just huddled at the northern end of the ground, thanks to Blackman's. Blackman's Brew, the ultimate halftime beer made in Geelong. Quick look at the head-to-head for Breakwater, Meadowland Steel Projects made easy. Jet Birmingham and Benny McCarthy, the influence on the contest of the two gun midfielders for their respective teams, Ro.
I think Birmingham's probably been a little bit quiet for some of the games I've seen him play throughout the year, and McCarthy's probably had his hands on the ball first touch a little bit more. They've probably put a little bit of time into McCarthy, that he looks like he's under pressure from the get-go, but I would say I've got McCarthy just in front at the moment.
Thank you for that. Breakwater, Meadowland Steel Projects made easy. Bell Park players now making their way into position. I'm experimenting in the experts chair thanks to the Sporting Globe. The Sporting Globe Geelong, eat, drink, sport. Not too far away from quarter number 3 getting underway thanks to Barwon Timber, Geelong owned and operated and building better. Down to you, Buzz. What have you picked up in terms of who's returned to the respective benches?
Yeah, I'd just keep an eye on Mitch Mahadi. He has got his right shoulder strapped now, but he's come out in his full kit, still got his boots on, so he's not yet on the bench, but he's just coming out of the rooms at the moment. So I think he's going to give it a go and see if he can get back out there.
Thank you, Buzz. St John got hospital injury update. Third quarter underway. Here's Jace.
There's Ibel, got it down in the middle as well with Patton. Probably got one high. The umpire said play on. Lucas ducked his head, then gets wrapped up by Chase Murray. The umpire says held in. And another bounce in the middle. Umpire Wilson puts it in the air. Hicks gets it down. Lucas roved it. Great chicken wing by Chase Murray. Great tackle. Murray takes the free kick for Colac. So the start they needed for the Tigers. Goes out wide with the kick. It's okay. Zara's brother takes the mark. Jared Walters has got it just inside the centre square. Plays on now. goes inside 50 with the kick. McCormack goes up, can't take the mark. Side of the pack, roved by Murray. Dropped the footy though, Scott. He comes in for Bell Park. He's going nowhere in that tackle. And about 50 out from the Colac goal. We will have a ball up.
Richmond 51 lead St Kilda 49 for Leopold Sporties around the grounds. From that ball up, chance here for the Tigers. Quick kick came out of there. It might have been from Joel Cooper into the right forward pocket. It bounces. Murray, a handball. Tight in the pocket. Adam Garner, very tight in the pocket. Not a bad effort. And McCormack flying through. Takes a Hamlin hanger. That's a wonderful mark. You got to run and jump at the footy. And on the goal line, he pokes it through, and that's the perfect start to quarter number 3 for the Tigers. Margin back to 26. They move to 3-7-25. Bell Parker 8-3-51. Third quarter, K-Rock Barwon Timber scoreboard. Geelong owned and operated and building better since 1980. And Jaron McCormack having an influence since going forward.
He certainly has. That's probably his 4th shot on goal. I know he's missed a couple and dropped one a little bit short, but his impact in the air, no matter where he is on the ground, is super to see, and he comes at the ball nice and hard for the big fella.
Perfect start for the Tigers in this third term. Zybell and Hicks. Hicks gets it down in the middle. Walters, handball back to Zybell. Patton puts the tackle on, gets it to Hayes though. Fresh air shot coming the way. Maris slipped over at the crucial stage. McCarthy put the tackle on him with Hayes, and the umpire will come in and do some more work in the middle. So umpire Douglas with Hicks and Zybell coming from the zone. Hicks gets it down. Lucas played for a free kick for a hold, didn't get one. The umpire said play on. Josh Garner comes in with Wilson Mack. And it's going to be another bounce, another ball up in the middle. Hicks got it down, rode by Chase Murray again. Scrambling, kick towards centre half forward. Umpire has paid the mark to Ben Lloyd, took the mark third umpire style, and he has to get back behind his mark, says the umpire. And at halfback, Ben Lloyd will take it for Bell Park.
Had some sort of afternoon. Ben Lloyd must be in Leopold Sporties reckoning with Buzz Conway, but we'll leave that in Buzz's capable hands. Don't want to influence his decision. Pushes a kick wide. He almost kicks it to Buzz. He might have put that out in the full, and that might be the Leopold Sporties going somewhere else. Josh Garner quickly onto the chest of Joffy Simpkin. Right half forward for the Tigers. Long way from home, though, so he just dinks a kick over the top. Well weighted. Jared Walters had to be strong and was overhead, and then he turns and kicks quickly. And like they did in the first quarter, Bell Park to Colac. Colac with precision. Inside forward 50, get a shot at goal. And a chance to pull the margin back to 20, and it's in the hands of Luke Inglis.
Just trying to slow the game down a bit, you reckon, Rowe, the way they're trying to play Colac?
Yeah, they're just trying to chip it around and maintain position so Bell Park can't just get it and go.
To cut the margin back to 20, Inglis sends it on its way. He's pulled it to the left, and it's marked on the line by Garner or McCormack. It's Adam Garner claiming it next to the left-hand goalpost, and he should come out on the J-curve here. Snap, and we'll be back to a 20-point ball game. Garner steps, snaps, and makes no mistake. And they are on a little bit of a roll here, the Tigers. Back to 20 points. 4-7-31. 8-3-51. Third quarter, Barwon Timber scoreboard. Geelong owned and operated and building better since 1980. The margin at its greatest was 49 points when Jack Sarsoby kicked his 4th at the 5-minute mark of the second term.
Well, Jace hit the nail on the head. They're just starting to use the ball a little bit smarter and not try and push the ball forward and maintain possession and keep it out of Bell Park's hands. And it helps. Lloyd probably hasn't missed too many targets all day. He puts one on the full and Bell Park come the other way. Colac go the other way and kick a goal.
So 5 played in this third term. Back to 20 points of difference. And back to the middle at High Sushi for Hicks and Zybell. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Zybell gets it down. Coming off the wing. Birmingham's going to be left for him. He followed it from the middle. Handball was chopped off though. Now Cooper, little right foot kick around the corner. Worm burner. Hayes, great front and centre to Simpkin. Joffy kicked it into the car park. And that's out of bounds on the full. It's going to be a free kick. Parker's to taking the last line of defence.
Benstead runs away with a bounce through his defensive goal square, has a second bounce into the right back pocket. Out of with a long high ball, not his best kick. He's put it straight onto the chest of Aaron Walters, who, fair to say, was in the wars in the first half. Walters pumps it long inside forward, 50, not a great kick. He gets straight to Ben Lloyd, and that might be 50, I reckon. Adam Garner late contact there, and Lloyd's a little bit sore. Want to cop the knee in the buttock, to quote Forrest Gump.
In the buttocks.
And he'll be marched. Well, Adam Garner won't go the 50. Ben Lloyd will. Luke Inglis has to stand the mark and just put a little bit of pin in the bubble as Lloyd gives a handball off Merkovic. Bursting past, drives it long inside forward, 50. Oh, big fly. Sarcevic got up but couldn't mark. Off the hands of the pack, in the pocket. Chance here, Birmingham, outside of the right boot, didn't get enough purchase. And the mark taken by Rennett, who quickly wants to get on with it. The game's opened up a little bit. Jared Walters, who's been busy this afternoon, takes the mark. He puts a handball over the top and they'll look to build. Giblett with a long ball, half forward, not a great kick. And Lloyd, positioning himself well again, has taken the mark. And he's having some sort of afternoon, Benny Lloyd. And there's plenty of direction coming from the crowd and also the bench, and he goes short to Merkovic.
So Merkovic goes to the outer side. Oh, geez, he sets a bit of a task for Jones out there, but he's got some time. Oh, he's under pressure then in the end. Inglis got a smother on it. Benstead, handball, chopped off, dropped the ball. Umpire said, free kick, gonna go. Smart plays on, back inside 50. McCormack takes the mark and shoots from 50 out directly in front.
Has Mahadi not being an influence on the contest row helped with the move of McCormack forward in terms of they've been able to fill the holes down back with not having Mahadi there?
Yeah, and I don't think it can't go underestimated what Josh Garner's doing, playing with, not 100%. His ankle's obviously a bit sore. For him to go down back and hold that post up has allowed McCormack to go forward.
He's pushed it to the near side, Jaron McCormack. I've got him for 1 goal 3 so far this afternoon. And they go to 4-8-32 Colac. They trail Bell Park 8-3-51 Bowen Timber K-Rock. A third quarter scoreboard.
Short kick in, marked by Lloyd from Wareham. Their experienced players want to get their hands on the footy. Goes wide with a kick to Benstead. Benstead sends a kick to Wareham. He worked hard forward and then takes it in stride. Runs away from Hayes. Drives a kick towards half forward. Not a great kick. Missed every target. Except Aaron Walters, who diving down low has taken it. Left half back. He drives a kick now towards left half forward. Up went Hamish Lucas, couldn't take the mark, but he found it at ground level and got away from Smart. Did it nicely. And then a short kick to Lloyd, who's got it. Top of his defensive 50. He switches wide to Petering. Has to work hard. But runs onto the footy, takes it on the chest. Just inside defensive 50. Left back pocket. Broadcast side. He'll go short back to Lloyd. And Ben Lloyd is just racking them up this afternoon. He's brought his own Sharon, it's fair to say. And then he switches wide. And Reed has got it in the right back pocket and sends it towards the outer side.
He goes wide. It's a good kick too. Finds Wareham. He takes the mark uncontested, chips the ball over the top. Good play, Giblett from behind. Got some support too for Colac. Smart turns it back into it, side 50. Garner goes up, takes the mark. That's the Adam version. And he's 50 out, and they've called kick the goal from here. And Adam Garner, who's kicked 2 this afternoon, is to bring the margin back to 13 points. He's 50 out, just left of centre, southern end of High Sushi Oval.
A lot of worry might be putting a pin through Bowen Heads finals hopes. 58 plays 41.
Oh, gee whiz. So he comes in, Garner off a step, right foot kick. And the goal umpire does not move for his third of the afternoon. And the fifth for Colac, 5-8-38. And they trail Bell Park 8-3-51. Bowen Timber K-Rock third quarter scoreboard. Geelong owned and operated, building better since 1980. That's Bowen Timber.
Well, it's nearly Bell Park in the first quarter. Mirror image, isn't it? That the Colac have had all the play and they're actually taking their opportunities this quarter, whereas in that second quarter they wasted a lot of ball going forward, but it's been a completely different quarter, this one.
By the 9-minute mark of the first quarter, Bell Park had kicked 3 goals, as Colac have done, and it's one key forward. Sarcevic at one end, Adam Garner at the other.
Yep.
Mahadi back on the ground too, Kingy, and has gone forward.
Thank you for that, Buzz. St John of God Hospital injury update. Zybell won the tap down, but straight to Hamish Lucas for Bell Park. And here is Mahadi, the target. It's over his head, Josh Garner. Well, they're both playing under sufferance at the moment. Malikan cleaned up, lost it in the tackle. They'll look to get out of trouble. Kick of Buchanan was smothered. He did well again, Max, but he's kicked it straight to Hamish Lucas, who marks 40 out. And they'll play on, try and get some distance with the kick, and goes bang, and he gets a much-needed one for the Dragons. Max Buchanan did everything right, but just didn't get the contact he wanted on the kick to clear the 50 zone, and the margin's back out to 19. First goal in over a quarter for the Dragons. Their last coming when they went 49 points to the good through Jack Sarcevic. They now lead by 19. 9-3-57 plays 5-8-38 on the third quarter. K-Rock Bowen Timber scoreboard. Bowen Timber, Geelong owned and operated and building better since 1980.
Much needed, that one. Colac had the first half of this quarter all on their terms. It's just a steadier for Bell Park. Be interesting to see if they try and get their running game or shore it up a little bit.
So back to the middle. 11 played in this third term. Back to 19 points. Umpire puts the ball in the air. Zybel gets it down. Falls in the arms of Patton. His kick was smothered. Cody Spokes played for the free kick for high. Didn't get it. He just dropped his shoulder a little bit. Hamish Lucas put the tackle on, and then there's going to be a Ben Casanelli, a secondary bounce in the middle. Hicks gets it down with the right hand. Spokes through the middle of High Sushi. Right foot kick inside 50. Garner on a lead. In fact, it's McCormack. He can't take the mark. Falls to the front. Jared Walters gets it back. McCormack off a step from 50. Goes towards goal. Benstead. Big thump through for a rush behind to the visitors. And they go to 5-9-39. Control Bell Park. 9-3-57. Bowen Timber K-Rock third quarter scoreboard.
Fair to say, though, the margin now manageable for the Tigers. They can be within a couple of kicks at three-quarter time or even closer. They'll give themselves every opportunity of overhauling the Dragons. Lloyd into the left-back pocket to Reid. Reid will send a long ball towards the broadcast wing. Hicksy's target. Big spoil. Josh Garner over the top. Front of the pack. Maris brought to ground, going nowhere. Umpire says, give it to me. I'll ball it up. Bit going on there between Maris and Zach Zybel.
Out of weight divisions there, I would have
thought.
thought.
Yeah, it's sort of cruiserweight versus sort of flyweight. Tapped down by Hicks. Grabbed by Spokes. He's brought... Well, halted. He wasn't brought to ground. He was just halted in the tackle. Lockie Patton involved, and we'll do it all again. Hicks front position. Maybe Zybel winning the tap down. Lucas just a little palm down to Maris. Maris gave to Birmingham. Birmingham had his kick smothered. Ball ricocheted back. Now it's going to fall for Zybel. Little handball into space. Smart, can he run onto it? Was able to jam it on the boot. One-hander, McDonald paid the mark. Metricon mark of the afternoon by Josh McDonald. Was able, third attempt, to reel it in.
Might have been his cricket background there, but I think this quarter, Cody Spokes has had a massive impact on the start of this quarter. His work in and around the stoppage with that big body has been a credit to Colac's forward momentum.
Big moment in the young career of Josh McDonald, just playing his fifth senior game to make the margin 12 points from just inside 50. Has shanked it outside of the right boot, but he's going to find a mark. And what he'll do is he'll tell everybody that he was passing it to Adam Garner. Who's in a very tight position in the right forward pocket. He's at left foot J curve, it is. He's a man of immense skill for his size, and he's going to come out on the left foot on the Stevie J curve. He steps, he snaps, he gets good purchase, and he goals. And Adam Garner has kicked his fourth. He's single-handedly turning this game. Metricon goal of the afternoon contender, and it's back to a 12-point ball game. A reminder, the margin was 49 at the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. It's now back to 12, 14 minutes into the third. Bowen Timber K-Rock scoreboard. Geelong owned and operated and building better since 1980.
It just helps with those two big forwards down there. It just makes Benstead accountable. It probably takes Merkovic out of the game a little bit, where he's got to actually mind one of those other dangerous forwards. And both McCormack and Garner have really stepped up this quarter.
So back to the middle. Zybel with a big thump down. McCarthy to run onto it from the middle. 65 and closing goal. Open goal! Has missed it, and it's just rolled away from Jones as well and off his hands and out of bounds for a throw in the right forward pocket. So good result for the Tigers.
Fair to say Leopold and South Bowen supporters are not upset with his comeback.
No, I dare say that's the truth.
So a throw in for the Tigers. Deep in their attack. Went so quick, the boundary umpire was still on the wing. He had to come down, make some ground up to throw this ball back into play. Ben McCarthy motored it in forward 50. Garner against Pearce. Pearce pushed Garner past the footy. And he's literally pushed him past the football, and the umpire agreed with me. Well, there you go. Free kick going to come back. And it is going to be the big forward, Adam Garner, who's kicked 4. A chance to bring the margin back to 6 points. Rose just having a look at the...
I wasn't sure if it was the forearm that pushed him under the ball or if it was actually hands. If it's a forearm, I would have thought that's good ruck craft, but we are sitting a little way.
35 out Garner, 45-degree angle, squeezes it through for a goal, and that is a handful for Adam Garner. He's kicked 5. And they go to 7-9-51 now, Colac. They trail Bell Park 9-3-57, Bowen Timber, K-Rock. Third quarter scoreboard in the experts chair. Thanks to the Sporting Globe Geelong. Eat, drink, sport. Here's Rowe.
Yeah, definitely a push. In saying that, it's a sign of a really good, mature side that's able to fight back from a deficit like that. What were they, seven goals down, the best part 8 goals down, for them to work their way back into the game. You know you're not going to get it in a quarter. It has been really impressive. It'll be interesting to see how the younger Bell Park team responds now with their backs against the wall.
49 points was the margin at the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. And Colac have pulled this back to within a goal. Zybell to go at it again, this time against Pearce. Zybell just grabbed it out of the ruck, but he fell over and lost the footy. Pearce will pick up that loose ball, but he's turned it over to the other 33, McCarthy. Aaron Walters pulled off it. Gorwell had his kick smothered. We'll have another go. Jams it on the boot. Front position, Jared Walters couldn't mark. Hands and knees, a handball. Hayes, release. McDonald to tie the scores. He has! Josh McDonald has tied the scores. Can you scarcely believe it? Jason Doherty called this one over at 49 points. Rowan McSparron told him to put a sock in it. And we're all locked up at 57 apiece. A stunning comeback here from the Tigers. They moved to 8-9-57. Bell Park 9-3-57. And Josh McDonald with just the 4th goal of his young career.
They've just had their hands on the ball more, and their ability to find space and work for each other this quarter has got them right back into this, and game on.
Back to the middle, Pearce in the ruck now for Bell Park. Gets a hand to it and a second hand. Ball spills free through the middle. Wareham, he's been put in the middle too by the looks of it, but coming the other way, Malikan. Little right foot toe poke to centre wing past Inglis. Ball comes back into McCarthy's hands. Centre wing gets back inside forward 50. McDonald goes, Ben Stead takes the mark still.
Cormac standing right in front of us 5 metres away. I think he might have had an impact on that if he had been on the ground.
So Bell Park goes short. And Ben Lloyd.
Rowan McSparron tipped a draw, by the way, and now he's not going bad halfway through the third.
Lloyd goes long towards centre wing. Zybell. Front and centre was Patton. He gets it towards centre half forward. Wilson Mack wants to play on. Draws a player. Gives the handball away. Short little kick from the pigeon. And it goes short. It's okay. And about 35 out. Sarcevic takes the mark. And Jack, who's kicked 4, a chance for his 5th as well, and to give Bell Park the lead again.
It's probably the first time of the quarter Bell Park's been able to get some of that transition. Intercept mark from Ben Stead, and away they go from there. So they just haven't been able to get their running game at all this quarter.
So Sarcevic, 35 out, just right of centre. The northern end of High Sushi. Left foot kick, leans back, and leant back too far. Missed it. And he has kicked 4 goals, 1. Handy point for the Parkers. 9-4-58. They lead Colac. 8-9-57. Bowen Timber, K-Rock. Third quarter scoreboard.
Rennett's with the kicking duties. Will look to bring it broadcast side and does. Sends it long. Zybell and Pearce in a one-on-one. Zybell almost reeled in with the left hand. Pearce got the loose footy. And, umpire was quick with the whistle to say, give it to me.
They've actually let the play go for a long time today. That was the first time they've blown a real quick one.
Zybell and Pearce. Pearce won the tap down. Monahan just tapped it to Ben McCarthy. Jammed it on the boot and rolls along the boundary line and throw it in, despite the calls of insufficient intent. I think Jaron McCormack and Kane Smart being somewhere in the vicinity. Zach Zybell has just come from the ground. He looks absolutely stuffed, would be the technical term I'd use, Buzz Conway.
He's a very physical player, isn't he, Kingy? And Bell Park, in fairness, are putting a lot of time into him as well off the ball.
Adam Garner's gone up into the ruck against Pearce. Pearce just pushed him off it, grabbed it out of the ruck and then jammed it on the outside of the right boot. Bouncing ball, attacked by Rennett, left it behind, but it's cleaned up by Giblett. High ball to centre half forward. Josh McDonald will fly, brought it to ground. That was a smart play. Numbers, though, there for the Parkers. And a chance to clear. Reed bangs it on the right boot. Sarcevic was his target, but he slipped over in going for the footy, and Rennett's or rather Malikan, I should say, the skipper, takes the mark. He's been called to play on, so he'll have to switch the play quickly with a kick, and it's okay to left half back, and they'll get out of trouble through Giblett.
They go into the middle. Spokes, who's had a great third term, goes long now over the back of the pack. Oh, getting packed there and taking the mark. Lloyd does well for Bell Park. Wants to switch the ball. Dangerous because Gorbel's bearing down. Going to get around. They can. Jones on the left goes towards centre half back. Pearce used the body but didn't take the mark. McCarthy handball back inboard to the opposite 33. Pearce goes long. Sarcevic out the back at half forward, takes the mark. Open goal square, left foot kick around the corner. Skinny and through for one behind to Jack. He's kicked 4 goals 2 this afternoon, and they lead 9-5-59 Bell Park. Colac 8-9-57 Bowen Timber K-Rock. Third quarter scoreboard 21 and a half played in the third term on the Bowen Foods time clock.
Reynolds goes long. Zybell and Garner there. It might not get to either of those, and Wareham front position. He'll be paid the mark. Gee, didn't seem to have it for a long time, but not too much protestation from the Colac bench, which is right where Isaac Wareham took it. Isaac Wareham playing game number 60 for the Dragons. Kick inside 50 and had a little bit too much on it for the leading target, Pearce, and down low, the mark taken by Max Buchanan. About 20 from his defensive goal. He's got his team trailing by 2. Remember, they trailed by 49 early in the second quarter.
Goes long towards centre wing. Reed comes from behind. Can't quite take the mark. Zydbell breaks his way through, then throws the handball away. Benstead's handball on the outboard. They're holding it up. It's going to come back. Free kick. Spokes coming off with an ankle injury too, by the looks of it. Buzz, just keep an eye on that for St John.
That'll be a blow.
He's been huge for him this quarter.
Pearce has got the free kick for a hold, for holding the ball on Zybell. Called to play on now. So the big fella goes with a long kick inside 50. Big pack there from the side. Great Park coming in. Sarcevic had the sit, had the ride over blokes who are much taller than him. And he sat up and took the mark and will shoot for goal from 30 out. Just a little bit left of centre for his 5th of the afternoon.
You just wonder how much energy Colac has exerted in coming back and not getting in front. There's so many teams that get level but never get themselves in front.
That's always the question, isn't it? How many tickets do you spend getting yourself back into that position, and then can you maintain it?
Sarcevic kicks his 5th of the afternoon. And the 10th for Bell Park, 10-5-65. And they lead Colac 8-9-57. Bowen Timber K-Rock. Third quarter scoreboard, Geelong owned and operated. Building better since 1980. That's Bowen Timber.
Bell Park are just starting to get their hands back on the footy a little bit more. It'll be interesting, as we said, Colac have spent some tickets trying to get themselves back into the game, whether they can maintain the footy instead of taking the pace with the ball going forward, whether they can just be a little bit more methodical with it in hand.
South Barwon 108, North Shore 13, Leopold 120, Lara 23, Grovedale 37, St Mary's 87, St Albans 67, West 64, and of course we know back in opening round, St Joey's 102 defeated Newtown 67 way back in early April. Here's another chance to clear for the Dragons, and it's Hamish Lucas jamming on the boot, rolling ball towards right half forward. Max Buchanan put his head over the footy and got taken high. It's been solid down there, Max Buchanan, done a couple of nice things in this third quarter.
Certainly has. His ability beneath his knees are as good as anyone at the club.
That's game 23 for him. He's going to dink a kick wide. And that might be the other Buchanan out there. I think it is Billy with the footy. Billy Buchanan can drive it long to forward of the wing. Just seems to hold slightly. Zach Zybell flew off the hands of the pack. Hicks had it knocked away from his grasp. Chance for the Tigers maybe out the side door, but they can't. Birmingham loses the footy. Picked up and tackled and going nowhere. It's Fraser Maris. And we will get a ball up almost at left half forward. Buzz.
Sorry, Kingy, it's a right hip as well for Cody Spokes, but he's up and moving, doesn't want to sit down at the moment. So cross fingers with Tigers fans, it's not too serious.
Needs the exercise bike, I reckon.
Thanks, Buzz. St John have got injury update downstairs with Cody Spokes. Ball from the contest is at left half forward for Colac. Comes out the back though, Birmingham. Got it wide. Maris off a step. Wobbly kick, but it's okay. Mahadi takes the mark at centre wing, wants to move it quickly, goes to Zach Lamb, just under pressure. from Jack Malikan, right on the point of the centre square at half forward. Plays on now. Open side, goes towards Sarcevic. Can't take the mark. 3 players around him for Colac, but he does pretty well to keep it in there, Jack. He needs some support coming in. Too late anyway. And they're going to ball it up about 35 out from the Bell Park goal.
Ball into the air. Dragons looking to further stake their claim on a finals berth. Lee Gorbel had it knocked away from him. Pigeon involved, and it's going to go out of bounds or just on the boundary line where we'll get another ball up. 65 plays 57, 26 minutes almost played on the Barwon Foods third quarter time clock. Cody Spokes getting himself ready to re-enter the fray. Let us know when he's back, Buzz. Out of mid-air, Pearce is over his head, bicycle kicked that. Pigeon couldn't mark. Loose footy, Gorbel in a give and go with Billy Buchanan. That didn't work out well. The ball went out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Left forward pocket in front of the Rec Club. Good crowd here at High Sushi Oval. Sun still dominating the majority of this ground as we tick past 4 o'clock. Days are getting longer as we head towards spring, and only 8 weeks to daylight saving, but nobody's counting. Boundary throw-in. Picked up by Maris. Handball, Birmingham. Birmingham back to a Voice. Well, the Voice was Petering, but it ended up with Scott. And then Petering took on 1, 2. Bit off more than he could chew. Good tackle laid there by Joel Cooper. Wins a free kick at right half back and just relieves the situation for the Tigers.
So Cooper, right in front of the coaching staff. That'll be good for Joel. He spears the ball to centre wing. McCarthy has had a good third term as well. Right on centre wing. He chips the ball towards Spokes, tests out that hip. He gets it and goes with a high right foot kick towards half forward. Big pack there. Off hands, front of the pack. Benstead kick around the corner. Falls in the arms of Maris, not 15. Umpire says, I'll ball it up. And close to the boundary line at right half forward for Colac. And we're going to have a ball up. Big pack around this ball up as well. Umpire Douglas throws the ball in the air. Hicks gets it down. Patton on the outside. Left foot kick back towards centre wing. Sarcevic, Mahadi punched away defensively by Renitz. Close to the boundary line. Bell Park see it over. And we will have a boundary throw-in. 28 played in this third term. Barwon Foods time clock. It's Bell Park by 8 points.
Approaching three-quarter time. Bell Park with 2 goals. Colac with 6 in this third quarter. They trail by as much as 49. They've got it back square, but now trail by 8 from the boundary throw-in. There's going to be a free kick going which way? It's going to go to Zy Bell. Ollie Hicks giving away another free kick. That'd be at least a handful, you would have thought. Zybell going to kick on his non-preferred left. Send it long. 25 out from goal. Front of the pack. Ingles almost took it, but left it behind. Dragons fighting hard, but Jared Walters has come up with the footy, or is it McDonald? It's McDonald. He's wrapped up. We'll get a ball up. About 40 out from the Tiger goal. Attacking the southern or ballroom end. Tapped down by Hicks. Roving. Done by Jared Walters, just swings a handball forward. It's knocked into the waiting arms maybe of Wareham. Wareham jams it on the boot towards half back, but numbers there for the Tigers. Like Birmingham will come in and try and pick up the loose footy. Gorwell will dump him and in the right forward pocket get another ball up. 28 and 3/4 minutes played. Three-quarter time upon us. Bell Park 65. Colac 57, thanks to Barwon Timber. Geelong owned and operated and building better since 1980.
Hicks got it down, but McCarthy got it away. Walters, was that a mark? The umpire said play on. Spokes through the middle of the pack. Well, he got a push in the back, didn't he? The umpire said no, he didn't. And it will be a ball up. At 45 out from the Colac goal. Now off Zide Bell from the ruck contest. Ducked his head again, got the handball away. Gorwell. He gets tackled by Birmingham. And another ball up, still 40 out from the Colac goal. Late goal here is what we want. Close one at three-quarter time. Ball ping-pongs around. Goes to Jonty Scott. His handball. Miss Hollard. Got Wareham in support, though. Close to the boundary line. Sarcevic. Left foot kick turned over. Walters wants to play on. Goes with a right foot kick to the pocket. Punched from behind by McDonald, but not effectively enough. And that man again, Ben Lloyd, takes the mark in the last line of defence. He has had a great game.
His Premier Data numbers are going to be off the charts this afternoon. I don't think we've ever given the Leopold Sporties in a losing team, but if Bell Park were to get rolled, it wouldn't be because of the lack of effort coming from Benny Lloyd this afternoon. Scott with the footy at left half back. A long ball towards the wing. Zybell from behind. That's a good mark over Hicks. Geez, he's a wonderful ruckman, Zach Zybell. I was asked by a journalist from another media outlet who I thought would win the Matheson medal this year, and I've got this man on top at the moment, outside of the right boot, inside forward 50. Adam Garner couldn't mark. Off the hands of the pack, Ingles had a fresh air. He found the loose footy, and he's going to get pinged. He's a bit stiff, and that is three-quarter time. We are set up for a grandstand finish here at High Sushi Oval. The margin is at 8 points. Bell Park led by as much as 49 after kicking the first 8 goals of the contest. But since that time, Colac have kicked 8, Bell Park have kicked 2. They got the scores level when Josh McDonald goaled at the 17-minute mark. But a couple of behinds and a goal to Sarcevic as we go down to Josh Conway. I think he's got Ryan Monaghan with him. Go down to you, Buzz.
Yeah, and Ryan's trying to wrap you up, King. He's doing some producing as well. Monas, the boys are talking about the petrol tickets to get back into that contest. How do you feel like the group's shape going into the last quarter?
Oh, I think the momentum swang, and it meant that they had to chase tail a little bit. So I reckon while we kind of got a little bit heavy in the legs in that first quarter having a chase, it's probably swung a little bit the other way. So hopefully that carries into last, and the downhill suits us.
And how's your good mate Cody Spokes? So he's battling a little bit of a hip. How's he? Did you have a chat to him quickly on the bench?
I don't know about the hip. I think
we'll go and check, and we'll check back in after the game, all right?
Thanks, mate.
Thank you, Buzz. Talking there with Ryan Monaghan. Great access with the players for Leopold Sporties, your complete family venue. It's three-quarter time. We'll take a break, take our breath, and then come back with the final term from here at High Sushi.
This is my school.
This is my school.
This is my school. This is my school.
This is our stadium. Best on ground. You are best on ground. You are best on ground. You are best on ground. Best on ground. You are best on ground. You are best on ground. You are best on ground. Best on ground. You are best on ground. You are best on ground. You are best on ground. Best on ground. Best on ground. Don't stop the celebration. We're gonna fly high, high. Don't stop the celebration. We're gonna
Katsaris was pulled off the kick. Was in fact Harkness who provided the pressure. Chance here for a long shot at goal from Madola. In fact, he pulled it to the top of the square and over the top. Hamlet hanger. That's a wonderful mark by Tom Pearce, who has landed awkwardly. He's just shaken himself up in taking the mark, but that is a Hamlet hanger of some note defensively.
When they land on the ground, don't stop the celebration. We're gonna fly high, high. Don't stop the celebration. We're gonna fly high.
Colac 88.9.57. Connor Foppiani also with Steve Johnson having a little look on the Newtown side of things. Just AFL around the grounds. St Kilda 88.56 have defeated Richmond 7-10-52 by 4 points. I suspect that was a far from entertaining clash at the MCG. More entertaining here as we go around the grounds for Leopold Sporties, your complete family venue. GFNL round 15. We will have parity on the ladder in about half an hour's time.
Yes, and it'll see at the moment St Albans 74 lead Geelong West 66, St Mary's 93 lead Grovedale 49, Leopold 124 lead Lara 23, and South Bar 122 lead North Shore 13.
Ballerine round 17, penultimate round, and we might have the 5 decided, not the actual makeup of positions, but who will be in the finals come half an hour from now.
Yes, well, Anglesea 53 lead Newcombe 49, Barwon Heads 56, Trail Mottawarri 66, Queenscliff 79 lead Torquay 62, Geelong Avenue 60 lead Ocean Grove 47, and Drysdale 104 lead Port Arlington 32.
So Drysdale are just seeing everything else collapse around them at the moment. They need Queenscliff to get rolled.
Stephen Bradbury style.
Yes, and the GDFNL round 16.
Yeah, North Geelong 75, Geelong West 48, Belmont 89, Inverleigh 57, Werribee and Corio I don't think are playing at the moment, so no idea what's going on up there. Anarchy 85, Bannockburn 52, East Geelong 77, Bellpost Hill 59, and Winchelsea 103, Thompson 53.
Anarchy rubbing their hands together.
Absolutely.
With losses you suspect for Inverleigh and Thompson. Buzz, down to you. I think you're just loitering just at the back of the Bell Park huddle.
Yes, I am. It's fair to say James Saker's pretty animated too, just telling, in no uncertain terms, everyone to do their you-know-what job. He's pretty fired up, particularly around the tackling, asking them to pick up that aspect of the game. I'm going to try and pinch someone out of the huddle, Kingy, in about 15 seconds or so. If you want to pad for me, I'll see who I can grab out of the huddle.
Will do. Thank you for that, Buzz. Down boundary side, thanks to Leopold Sporties, your complete family venue, 135 Kensington Road in Leopold. Jace Boris from our friends at Pixel Sports Media, just looking after some of the shots this afternoon. Keep an eye out for our online rewind tonight, and also our snaps for the Jace's Gems on Monday. Row.
Just seen a couple of Colac teammates that would have probably been opposition today in Oscar Smart and Tobin Murray, just having a brief chat in front of us there.
Tobin's obviously raced from the VFL, where the Cats had a win this afternoon, and Oscar also playing in that game.
That's right.
So Oscar a bit stiff probably to get Scotty's not to play last night. He would have loved playing last night.
Yeah, for sure. It would have been good.
Buzz, down to you. Have you been able to jag anybody from the...
Yeah, I might just grab Sakes. Can you? Sakes, got a quick chat. Yeah, got James Saker alongside of me. James, you seem pretty animated, mate. Is that one out of the holster just to use every now and then?
No, not really. I'd say that's pretty normal. I think just imploring the guys to be to keep being brave with the ball and taking the game on. We feel it would have been easy to go into our shell that quarter, but the movement's still there. We're going to get opportunities, we think.
I heard you just implore the guys to, when they get the chance, to get in a bit deeper. What's the thinking behind that?
I would just think their pressure's been really good at the source, and we're just probably looking for perfect rather than getting into there, putting their backs under pressure.
All right, all the best.
Maybe the biggest last quarter of the year for both these clubs so far. Top spot on the line for the Tigers, and a chance to stay inside the top 5 for the Dragons with 3 rounds to play. Just waiting for the last of the crowd to exit High Sushi Oval. Final quarter action thanks to Zambrero. Feel good Mex, and now serving hot chips. Geelong West, Ocean Grove and Torquay. Umpire Douglas just surveying that everybody's in position, and we are underway this final term. Who'll come out on top? The Dragons lead by 8. Here's Jace.
So Zach Zybell goes up, and with a big thump down 2 for Colac, goes towards half forward. Ball spills free back to Zybell. He's wrapped up. Ball, Murray gives it away to Monahan. Takes the tackle from Wareham, and the umpire will come in and ball it up.
It's a cliche, but how crucial is that first goal, Ro?
Massive.
Yeah.
Massive.
So Zybell and Pearce in the ruck. Pearce got it down. Big thump away through the middle of the ground. Handball sort of came. Now did towards Gorwell. He trapped it and got one high. The umpire said play on. Now quick kick out, but only as far as Birmingham, who takes the mark. Back end of centre wing, right in front of the best seats in the house, thanks to Apco Cafe 24/7.
Jet Birmingham just dinks a kick over the top. Pearce takes the mark. Thought about the handball to Lockie Patton, but didn't give it. Ben McCarthy was ready to chop that off, so Pearce sends it long. Inside forward 50. Mahadi the target. Spoil comes into the right forward pocket. It's cleaned up by Giblett. Left back pocket for him, but his kick not great. His kick is straight to Hamish Lucas. I think Jared Walters was his target, but just didn't have the penetration on the kick. And Hamish Lucas has it at right half forward to send the Dragons back inside forward 50. What's he got in terms of a marking target? Ollie Hicks trying to claim it. Zybell stole it away. Ball now at ground level, and Zybell goes to ground with that ball. Over the top is Sarcevic, and we'll get a ball up about 35 out in the right forward pocket. Southern end of the ground. Bell Park in attack and leading by 8.
So the ball up, getting it down. Hicks, Monahan, Roves, handball, only as far as Petering, through some traffic, and then whoops, stutter. Bye-bye, holding the ball. Too long there, and Colac will take the ball, and they go now from half-back, go towards centre wing. Gorwell running back with a fly to the footy, can't take the mark. A little bit of time, though. Can give it to Zara's brother, Jared. He goes with a handball outboard. Birmingham coming at it. Walters again does well, needs some support. McCormack comes in like a battering ram and says, get out of the way. And he puts it into the ground, and it'll be a ball up at left half forward for the Tigers.
Little stinger for Isaac Wareham. I think, Buzz, just keep an eye on him not moving freely.
I think that was in the Batok, Kingy.
Left half forward, and an issue also again. Is that Aaron Walters again, as the umpire says, give it to me, I'm going to re-ball it up. Aaron Walters, that shoulder, I reckon, giving him grief. He's battled manfully through it for St John of God Hospital. Zybell the tap down. Ben McCarthy the roving. Got a handball out, but only as far as Hollard. Kick around the corner came from Fred Lucas, but Gorwell, a real talent. Judges at best. Just his body hasn't let him be the best he can be. Lee Gorwell, always liked him as a player. Pulls the kick into the left forward pocket. McCormack flew but couldn't mark. Front of the pack numbers there, including Ingles. Quick kick around the corner. It's going to be deemed to have not gone 15, and he's brought down and tackle Adam Garner, and we'll get a ball up. I think that's a fair call. That didn't go 15. And we'll get a ball up. About 45 out, left forward pocket. Tigers now in attack.
So Pearce up against Zybell. Pearce gets a second tap to it. Lucas tapped it forward. McCarthy puts some pressure on. Falls to the side of the pack. Gorwell just tries to smack it forward. Wareham against him. And to the side of that pack, Chase Murray just getting up with an ankle by the looks of it too. Buzz, keep an eye on that one as well. St John of God very busy this afternoon.
Fred Lucas has gone down like he's been shot from the grassy knoll. That was a good bit of acting. Zybell and Pearce. It's allowed to hit the ground. There's got a bit of feistiness in this, and Zybell, that's insufficient intent. Oh, boundary throwing. Zach Zybell even put his hand in the air to say, oh, yeah, you can pay that. I've made a mistake.
Guilty as charged.
And the umpire, surely the non-controlling is going to go, hang on, that's insufficient intent. It's a boundary throw in. Pearce works Zybell off the footy. Pearce took on the tackle of Spokes, and that is holding the ball. And the intensity in this one has gone up, but Zach Zybell is trying to find air where there is none. Pearce not letting Cody Spokes get to his feet. Calls for 50 that are going to go unheeded, and Spokes now will come off his mark. That's play on, and he does play on now. Spokes short, and that's a poor kick. Turned it over into the waiting arms of Isaac Wareham, who's got about 30 from his defensive goal. A lot going on, but no result for anybody.
Chips the ball laterally. Hollard takes the mark. In between the back pocket and half back, northern end of High Sushi wants to play on, comes broadcast side down the line, holds up there, Mahadi goes up, oh, in the middle, Rennett's great mark, Hamlin hanger on centre wing, Tom Rennett's. He had the tall timber around him everywhere, he squeezes the ball into the middle, good mark, Giblett, forward of the centre circle. Still 70 from goal for Colac. He goes with the kick inside 50 now. Benstead comes across. Garner's there as well. Over the top of it, Pack develops. And it is the two number 10s, Jared Walters and also Matt Jones. And it will be a ball up. 40 out from the Colac goal.
Buzz has been kept busy. Aaron Walters and Chase Murray both had concerns a short while ago, but both appear ready to come back onto the ground. Bell grabs it out of the ruck. Left foot, high ball, floating ball. Ball that'll bounce. Touched by Benstead on the line. Just got a piece of it, and the margin is 7. Steve Benstead, right place, right time, and Zach Zybell with a behind. As they move to 8:10:58, Bell Park 10:5:65, 5 3/4 minutes played on the final quarter. Barwon Foods time clock.
Ben Lloyd straight down the middle, great kick, Merkovic. How many times have they done that today? Either Merkovic to Lloyd or Lloyd to Merkovic. He's taken the mark at centre half back, wants to play on. He chips the ball into the centre square, and half back Wareham gives it back to Lloyd, takes a bounce, runs now on centre wing. Oh, he just sort of half falls over, but it's okay. Gets it out wide. Kick comes around the corner. Sarsevic's got it. Left half forward, right on the boundary line. Attacking the southern end. Gets on the left. Goes to the top of the square. No mark taken. Off the back of the pack. And the umpire will come in. Ball it up. Bell Park into attack. 25 out from their goal. And we'll have a ball up.
2 results in the Bellarine. Anglesey 59, Newcombe 56. This is not final. These are live scores. Barwon Head 65, Model Warrior 66.
Is. Wow.
That's that 5th spot that's up for grabs. Good tackle laid by Max Buchanan. Chance for Jared Walters. A handball. Giblett turned it over outside of the right boot. Gorman, who we've barely called this afternoon, jams that on the boot and through for a minor score in the margin, as it was at three-quarter time, is 8. No goals through this opening 7 minutes on the Barwon Foods final quarter time clock. 10-6-66 plays 8-10-58. Remember, Bell Park at one stage were 8 straight.
Kick in short to Reynolds. He goes over the top to Josh Garner, takes it at half back. Cody Spokes looks a bit proppy too in the middle. Goes towards McCormack on centre wing. Got to push on the back. The umpire said play on Gorwell. Tried to tap it to himself. Scott, he's wrapped up by Gorwell. Dropped the football out the back. The umpire said play on Patton. Gets wrapped up by half a dozen. Oh. And it's held in, said the umpire. And it will be a ball up. Just on the point of the centre square at left half forward for the Tigers.
Spokes is really sore coming out of this stoppage as well, too, Jace. One to look out for.
Absolutely, for St John of God. From the ruck contest, goes forward. Maris put the tackle on. He wasn't allowing Inglis to go anywhere there. And the ball up again. Pearce, Zybell with a massive thump, gains 45 metres, goes towards McCormack, who comes out at pace. The big beast gets around at right half forward. Kick over his shoulder towards the pocket. Should be all Bell Park. Oh, that's only 50. That was laid on Ben Lloyd. And Adam Garner again.
That's,
and
yellow card.
Yellow card me.
No.
No. He's reporting him, I think.
Ah, come on. It's 50, but I don't think it's reportable.
Look at Adam Garner. He's got a bit of a wry smile on the face. He goes, really? So the ball's coming back.
Well, he's got to come back because I think he's got to look at the number. And he's been yellow carded. So that will just about be Adam Garner's afternoon.
That can wreck a good game of footy too. Pay the 50, yeah, he hit him late, but I don't think it's reportable. Lloyd's up, free to take his kick.
So Adam Garner from the ground, and we might not see him again this afternoon. And they lose a key marking target. 50-metre penalty enacted. And
I did see Dev Reed here earlier, the umpire's boss. Will be interesting to see what he makes of that.
And play will resume with Ben Lloyd. So the degree of difficulty has just gone up for the Dragons. Lloyd will send it towards right half forward. Piercy's target, Mahadi flew, got his hands on it off the hands of the pack. Chance to clear. Reynolds on the outside of the left boot. Kicks it forward, but back with the flight. Lloyd going back with the flight. He's had some sort of afternoon as Lloyd. He marks and then he goes short inside defensive 50 to Jones. Jones switches the play into the left back pocket and Scott has got it.
He goes with a left foot kick towards centre wing. Needs to be precise and wasn't. And Giblett, who's had a good game this afternoon in defence. Sam Giblett goes, chips the ball over the top. Oh, McDonald had to sit and wait. He got it back too, and a good handball. Joffe off a step, left foot kick inside 50, and that's probably late too. And 50, I suspect, on Ben Lloyd. And Kane Smart took the mark, and the umpire says no.
Not paying that, no. Gee, Cody Spokes just can't get out of his own way. Buzz coming towards you.
Yeah, he looks, he's really labouring. You get a good, better view of him than me, Kingy, but yeah, looks really sore with that right hip.
Yeah, thanks, Buzz. It's tough to get a good look when you're in the social club. Well done. So the ball.
3 pots in.
Stand next to Brad Stacey. Good on you. Kane Smart. This to make the margin 2 points. Comes in 30 out, right of centre. Oh, he's missed it.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a bad miss. Kane Smart did all the hard work, took the hard mark. 1-1 his personal tally. 8:11.59 now, Colac. Bell Park 10:6.66. Zambrero K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Brad Stacey was heard to say to Buzz, have you ever thought of taking up spin bowling?
It's much easier on the body.
I could see Buzz just floating out some Nathan.
Absolutely.
Actually, probably some offies from
Yeah,
Buzz.
a little bit of Nathan Lyon.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yes.
Merkovic short kick in. Oh, Scott had to stretch, but marked about 35 for his defensive goal, and Buzz has gone quiet. And to give the handball off to Merkovic, Scott, but then decided with his left foot to send it into the back pocket to Benstead. And in game 151, Benstead dinks one over the top to Jones, and he marks. Colac well set up behind the footy. Jones is just going to go the bailout kick to centre wing, and he kicks it long. He went looking for Mahadi. Only flew with the left hand. There might be an issue with that right shoulder. Sarcevic. Buzz has been talking about that this afternoon. Now quick kick forward, but it's going to land on the chest of Giblet. Who's got it? He can come to Renitz. Now Renitz is a real weapon sometimes with that left foot of his. He's going to switch the play. And they're going to build Josh Garner with it inside defensive 50. He'll drive a kick towards the centre wing position. Ingles is his target. It's going to bounce in front of him and Benstead free the arms. Good handball release. Pigeon kick towards forward 50, and Hollard's got out the back and taken the mark. And I've just got a sneaking suspicion Bell Park have seen off the challenge. Just seems a little bit more labour intensive. Chase Armistead, I think Buzz near you is just asking a question about length of time for Adam Garner.
Yeah, and didn't like the response either, Kingy.
So basically game over. Hollard tight in the right forward pocket, pushes it across the face of goal. They'll compete in the left-hand behind post. No contest. Mark taken, and it's Mahadi who's been able to put both arms above his head and take the grab. Mitch Mahadi has had his injury battles this afternoon. We've barely sighted him since quarter time. He had 2 goals at the first change. And in the left forward pocket, Mitch Mahadi will have a shot at goal to make the margin. 13 points and life tough for the Tigers. Mahadi, oh, he's dinked at that. He's really dinked at it, and he's pushed it across the face. Got no purchase on the kick, and the margin is 8, and a bullet dodge there for the visitors. 10-7-67 the Dragons. They were 8-1. Colac 8-11-59. We've played 13 and a half minutes on the Barn Foods final quarter time clock.
Giblet from full back. Long kick to centre wing, looking for Zybell. Front and centre, Murray comes back to Murray as well. Gets the handball on the up to McCarthy. Or slick handball, Joffe through the middle. Simpkin, handball was good. Bit of Bell Park action for Colac. They get it forward inside 50, looking for a handball. Nowhere to go. Cooper gives it back. Off a step, Monahan chips the ball. No mark taken. Yes, it's a mark taken. Simpkin third in line.
Joffe.
Red at the better, and Joffe's going to line up for goal from 40 out directly in front.
It's Joffe time.
I did see he was named at full forward in the side. I sent him a message. Are they going to empty out for you, mate? You just clear out the 50 for yourself.
So, Joffe.
Big kick.
It is. 40 out directly in front to make the margin 2 points. He comes in. Right foot kick. Oh, he's missed it too. To the far side and through for one behind. So 8-12-60 now, Colac. Bell Park 10-7-67, Zambrero, K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Kick in by Merkovic is short, marked by Benstead. This has all been too easy this afternoon in terms of getting it outside defensive 50 there. Find Petering, who's got it back of the wing out of side in the sunshine. That's starting to disappear somewhat. Petering draws a man, then gives a handball off. They'll look to try and build Merkovic. A little bit too cute there. They might turn it over. Coming up to help out is Petering. Gets a handball away on the bounce. A rolling ball. It's going to fall for Pigeon. Under pressure from McCarthy. Got it on the left boot. Went through the hands there of Max Buchanan. Can he keep it alive? He does in the right back pocket. Turned to kick. Had it smothered. Recovered. Then gave a handball off. And a little fumble came from Josh Garner. And the ball went out of bounds. And we'll get a boundary throw. In fact, it was Renitz. Bit hard for Josh Garner to fumble it when he's standing about 3 metres in front of me. And we'll get it hurled back into play. I owe you one, Josh. That photo's still going around of that wonderful mark you took at Grovedale a couple of years ago. We'll just put that out again if you like.
So Zybel up against Pearce. Short boundary throw in. Neither get an effective tap. Falls the back. Monahan wants the clearing kick. Goes back towards half back. But the mark taken. Oh, hang on. Was it touched? I think it might have been. Umpire Douglas called that earlier. I think it's touched off the boot. And it will be a ball up. 50 out from Bell Park's goal.
I didn't need to blow the whistle. Let the play go.
Yeah, well, they all thought it'd stop, so
yeah, they all
well
stopped as a
umpired.
mark. So ball up. Zybel up against Hicks. Zybel with another tap down as well. Falls to the side of the pack. Murray got it out wide. Handball came. It's okay. Colac moving it forward. Now they go on centre wing. McDonald doesn't sit for him though. Needs some support coming the other way. Handball. Lamb got it to Scott. Across half back. They've switched to play Bell Park and they come. Broadcast side. Gorman takes a couple of bounces. Runs through centre wing. High kick towards centre half forward. Mark. Free kick, whatever you want, to Pearce. Runs free. Goes to the pocket with the kick. And that's a good mark, is it? No, umpire said play on. Rennett's at the back for Colac. They switch the ball. Now they go to Cooper Hayes, who takes the mark in the back pockets.
Ball just didn't sit for McDonald, did it? If it does, they're in business. Confusion on the bench. Kane Smart comes off. Gorwell goes back on. Long ball to the wing coming up. That's a good mark. Taken by Joel Cooper. Had to turn and kick quickly. Wanted Monahan. Benstead got in the way. And it's going to be a free kick for an arm chop front on contact as Monahan was bursting away with a loose footy. And says, I gave up the free kick. And he'll have to give it back to Steve Benstead. He'll have it at left half back. Right in front of the Zambrero sign. Feel good Max. Now serving hot chips, not too far away from us here in Geelong West, but Torquay and Ocean Grove as well. He goes short. Fred Lucas shielding his eyes from the sun, goes back to Benstead, and they can control the contest for the moment, leading by 7 points as we approach 17.5 minutes played on the final quarter. Barwon Foods K-Rock time clock.
So Benstead called to play on. Goes long down the line towards centre wing. Pearce with a big jump from behind. Front and centre from Jared Walters was good. Right foot kick up the chimney towards half forward. Benstead comes at it. Gets a hand. Can't take it. Handball. Slick Lucas goes towards centre wing again. Pearce. McCarthy through the middle for Colac. Walters tries to get the hands free. Can't do so. And we're going to have a ball up right on centre wing on the outer side.
Zybel and Hicks. Hicks winning the tap down. Hayes head over the footy for the Tigers, couldn't pick it up. Jared Walters has been huge. Gave a handball to Monahan. They'll go towards forward 50. They need a mark, but Benstead coming out, dropped what he would normally take, put his head over the footy, got taken in a tackle. He had his head down. And he gets a free kick for too high against Chase Murray. Maybe a little bit stiff, Chase Murray. Short with a kick to Merkovic. 30 from his defensive goal. Brings it to the wing and finds Gorman. Gorman with it. Can give it to Jones. He can draw a man, and that's what he looks to do, although now he'll send a kick long. Buchanan back there for Colac, has to play spoiler. Did okay, Billy, but in the end it's picked up by Lamb. Lamb to it. Sarcevic, who'll mark. 25 out. You'll win a free kick, in fact, too high, and go back and have a shot that might ice this contest. To make the margin, 13 points, and Colac have to find 3 goals, having not kicked at one through the first 19 minutes of this last quarter. Sarcevic has got 5. He kicked 4 in the first quarter and a bit and looks set for a big day. 6 is still a fairly handy return out of 10 goals 7. Or 11-7 if he was to kick it. Right of centre, 35 out. Jack Sarcevic might have done the job for Bell Park. The margin is 13. The Dragons move to 11-7-73. Colac are stagnant on 8-12-60. Final quarter action thanks to Zambrero. Feel good Max now serving hot chips, and Jack Sarcevic with 4, giving him 32 for the season.
Colac had 2 really good looks on goal.
Yeah.
3 or 4 minutes ago and missed both of them. Set shots. You'd think Kane Smart and Joffrey Simpkin would kick those, and goes down the other end, and Jack Sarcevic kicks truly. Puts them 7 points up.
Cormac in the ruck now for Colac. A change against Hicks. Both get a hand to it. Trying to get out of the middle with Spokes. Oh, he's sore, but he's taking it for age to get up, and very dodgy on that hip, but he will stay out there right next to Hamish Lucas. Oh, blood rule, Jarrah McCormack.
So he's going to go into the ruck.
Oh,
Zach's going to have to come from full forward.
Cody Spokes probably.
It's on the back of his leg too. I'm not sure it's quite enough.
Shot from the grassy knoll. So McCarthy coming on, Zybel going into the ruck. And Gorwell going forward. He's the tallest full forward you've ever seen. Lee Gorwell.
Don't be surprised if he doesn't mark it.
Ah, that's right. Oh, what's going on there? And the siren goes. We've played 20 minutes. Oh, jeez.
All going.
Carnage happening here at High Sushi.
Confusion reigns.
I think Brad Stacey might have got his hand on the siren. Army's in front of us. He's looking happy.
Umpire Douglas just looking for some confirmation of what's going on. We've only just ticked over 21 minutes. Ball into the air. Inside Bell has a couple of goes at it. Patton does the roving. He's wrapped up and going nowhere. They need to find a quick one, bro. The Tigers.
Yeah, I think so. Next minute or two, they need one. Still a bit of time left, though. Most of the quarters are gone around the 30-minute mark.
Ball up in the middle. Zybell got it down. Or rugby scrum style from the Bell Park Dragons there. Quite happy. They lead by 13. And we're bottling it up at every opportunity in this contest style. Hicks gets it down. Birmingham. Dropped the footy in the tackle. The umpire said play on. Buchanan puts the tackle on. Lockie Patton. He's not going anywhere. Umpire Douglas with a bit more work to do. Just forward of the centre circle for Colac. Thrown up. Hicks tried to get it down. Through the middle, Buchanan, Max, and held up again. And I'm no good at this. Kingy, have a crack.
Thank you, Jace. We're still in the middle of High Sushi Oval. 22 minutes played. Bell Park 73, Colac 60. Zybell winning the tap. Spokes goes again, but it's taken by Petering. He's able to burst away and bang it on the boot towards forward 50, and Sarcevic bounces in front of him. Renitz knocks it down. Josh Garner fires a handball just in hope. Hayes coming off his wing, couldn't take it. Petering head over it, wrapped up by Monaghan. Ball spilled out, turned over into the waiting arms of Gorwell. Smart over the top of handball. Just missed Ingles, had to wait for it. Attacked by Lamb, kick around the corner. Down low, Reed just couldn't complete the mark. Good tackle laid by Cooper. And we'll get a ball up right forward pocket. And I think it's just a non-negotiable that they have to kick a goal from here, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's starting to get away from them a little bit. And this is the one we said in the next minute or two, they need one.
Ball into the air. Tapped down by Hicks. Right forward pocket, a bobbling ball. Patton wants to get back onto that left boot, does so successfully. Just got away from Cooper. Long ball to half back. Hollard in a one-on-one, brought it to ground, then jammed on the boot by Wilson. Mack to the wing. Ball sits on its point. Waiting for it is Malikan. Sarcevic to gobble him up. Malikan got away though.
He goes with a right foot kick inside 50. No mark taken. Coming from behind was McDonald. And then a free kick for too high from Joffe. And Fred Lucas will take the free kick. Inside Bell Park's defensive 50, called to play on now. Long to the outer side. Mahadi in the middle. Good mark. Mitch Mahadi had a couple of big Colac players against him. Josh Garner was one of them. And he just holds it up at half back. And is called to play on now. We'll go with the right foot kick towards half forward. In front though, taking the mark. Walters got it away to Monaghan. Off a step. High kick inside forward 50. Hicks gets back there. Over the head. Jones under pressure. Falls into the arms of Joffe. The full forward walks in with a right foot kick and kicks the goal.
Hang on.
Hang on. Joffe kicks his first of the afternoon. And we're making calls left, right and centre here on the Banjo line. 11-7-73 Bell Park. They lead Colac 9-12-66 by 7 points. Zambrero K-Rock final quarter scoreboard. 24.5 minutes played in this final term on the Barwon Foods time clock.
Winchelsea has beaten Thompson. East Geelong have beaten Bellpost Hill. Two results in the GDFNL this afternoon, and Anglesey have beaten Newcombe by 10 points to stay fifth. Barwon Heads will beat Mottawarri. We're going to have a blockbuster final round in the Bellarine. Back in the middle, Hicks won the tap down, had the ball knocked away from him. Zybell, Jared Walters just didn't get the sit that he wanted, but then fired a handball. McCarthy, Spokes, buffeted off the footy by Merkovic. Loose ball, Smart, through traffic, left foot kick, puts it into space. Simpkin his target, just wanted to hold his ground. Laid a really good tackle, trying to steal the ball out McCormack. Holding the ball. Tough call on Reed, I would have thought.
Very tough. rough.
That's a hot call. The umpire explaining, well, you got your arms free and you didn't dispose of it. And Joffy Simpkin to cut the margin to a point.
How can we have where people try and kick the ball and miss the foot altogether as an attempt to dispose of footy? This kid's had no chance at all, and he gets done for holding the ball. I think some of these rules need looking at. I think, see if the old boy's got it in his legs.
We are right behind this kick. Joffy Simpkin to make the margin one as we approach 26 minutes. Swings out to the right. He's hit it perfectly, and he has...
No, it can't be.
He's gold. The siren's gone off.
It can't be game over.
We've gone 25 and 3/4 minutes. A siren's gone off. Bell Park players think they've won. The margin is 1 point. So there's discussion taking place. The quarter has not even gone 20. That siren went at about 25:45. And now confusion is reigning out.
The timekeepers are packing up, Kingy. They're already on the way down.
No, it can't be quarter, surely.
So Simpkin has kicked the goal, we believe.
Yeah, it's over.
The game is over. Now the question is, what's the score?
No, Jason Armstead's furious, Kingy. He's telling him to not come on the field.
So, Buzz, probably might be worth you trying to... No score. So
the word is there's no score.
So no score.
Because he played on around the angle. I think that's the word down here.
If it is final siren, they lose anyway. Even if it's a goal, the margin's going to be 7 points. But this is completely confusing. Jack Melican and Lockie Patton talking with the umpires right now. Umpire Wilson and umpire Quinlan are having the conversation. Umpire Douglas is coming over. Surely that quarter had to be longer than 25 and 3/4 minutes.
Especially with the breaks that we had in it.
Yep.
So there was a long time with Garner getting sent off and had to come back.
There was a blood rule.
There was a blood rule.
Yep.
There was a lot of time coming off. There was some stoppages. I would have thought the quarter would have gone well closer to 30 minutes.
When we saw how many goals kicked, we saw 2 goals kicked.
Sorry, Kingy. One of the field umpires has actually gone up to the timekeeper's box.
Right. So that is Norm Douglas who's gone to the timekeeper's box.
He's actually going upstairs. But all the timekeepers have packed up. It's bizarre. It is bizarre down here.
So the players are moving into position. Jason Armistead, we can hear him saying this is a schmozzle. So, Buzz, you're probably closest to the situation. You're near the Bell Park bench.
I'm as confused as you.
Right.
What is
So this quarter should have gone longer than 25. So the clock's been stopped at 27 minutes on the scoreboard. And so this is and full time has been called. So Bell Park win, and the timekeepers have said that they've seen enough. Adam Garner far from impressed. I love how we become the subject of everybody's disappointment. There is nothing we can do.
I think we may have answers in the box of how long to go. Or
like Jack Mullen that day wanting to know when he was getting a free kick. He looked at Kingy, where's the free kick? I said, I'm not blowing this game.
This has been a comedy.
I don't know what to take away from this. This has been one of the more bizarre afternoons at football. The question is now, what is the score? Is it a 1 point result or is it a 7 point result?
I might just go and grab Norm Kingy, I reckon.
Yeah.
See what he has to say.
So Josh Conway is headed out onto the ground. This is where we've got great access. Now, I really hope that they don't cut the stream, AFL Barwon, for those who are watching this, so we can give a little bit of context to what's going on. So, Buzz, we might go down to you, and you've got umpire Norm Douglas with you. Down to you, Buzz, for Leopold Sports.
I've got Norm. Are you able to just give any clarity as to what has happened there with the 2 sirens?
The first one I'm led to believe was a mistake, and the second one there, I went up and checked with the timekeepers. First time I've ever done that, because 25-minute quarter, that's reasonably rare. Timekeepers very confident. They're happy with their decision. So that's it.
And your conversation with Jack Melican, the Colac captain, then, what was he querying?
Jack's just pretty upset, like another 5 minutes. But look, a 25-minute quarter is not common in GFL footy, but the timekeeper's very, very confident with it.
Done. Thanks for your time.
Norm Douglas there from the umpiring fraternity joining us thanks to 40 Winks. That's a post-match interview of a difference for 40 Winks.
Colac are fuming here. There's a bit of a few words flying around, King. I'm just trying to find Jack Mulligan if we can see him in the sun. Where is he?
This could have happened in 2019, blow the siren early.
Well, the other thing we've got to clarify is what the final score is too, Buzz. I know that's probably by the by with everything else going on, but...
Well, just check the goal umpires because they'll have to check the score on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, so whether that last goal to Joffy Simpkin will actually count, there's a lot of pointing of fingers and discussion, and Bell Park will take the 4 points.
An awful lot of people looking at us. We've got no idea. We're as in the dark as you blokes. I'm sorry.
We just call the game.
Yeah. Look at
we will agree that was a short quarter. As we go down to you, Buzz, you've got Jack Sarcevic with you.
Yeah, got the 6-goal hero. Jack, congratulations. Is that the bizarrest end to a game you've ever experienced?
Yeah, I still don't know what's going on. But
Did anyone?
Nah, not really. I mean, 2 sirens in the last quarter. I've never had that before, so I'll definitely take it though. I don't even know if he played on at the end there. We'll take 7-point win, but yeah, weird feeling.
Absolutely, and largely thanks to you, mate. That first quarter electric, 4 goals. It must have felt brilliant when you were on fire there.
Yeah, well, they got a nice defence. I reckon it's probably one of their strongest lines, apart from their midfield. So there's really good service coming in, plenty of ball coming into our fat side to advantage. So it's nice to get on the end of a few.
Beautiful. Go and enjoy it. Well done.
Jack Sarcevic there speaking with our own Josh Conway. Thanks to 40 Winks sleep event of the year on now. I don't know how sort of full on the song will be, Buzz, as you head to the rooms. I don't know whether a bit muted or not. So we'll go inside the both camps as part of this 5th quarter for Homestyle Aged Care. The next best thing to being at home. Jump on the KFC X, of course, too. KFC with 8 boxes with all your favourites. KFC FLG pick up only.
This is my school.
This is my school.
This is my school. This is my school.
This is our stadium. Ground.